shot. The Scots moved indoors in the 1900s, giving us a venerable game celebrating its 6th century. A homecoming to Glasgow, a shipbuilding powerhouse on the River Clyde, reinventing itself as a center of culture, rebuilding its storied pastime with sparkling new facilities as curling marks the millennium. Luzia Ebnother stole victory from Canada in the round robin. And then, in the semi-final, a dramatic double raise takeout to upset two-time champion Dordy Nordby of Norway. And the Swiss have made the final for the first time since '84. The Dream Team from Canada won its first Scot title in its first season together. Then, Kelley routed the Bravehearts from Scotland for a berth in the final. Borrowing on the experience of a teammate who's been there before, they're just one win from wearing the glass slipper. Championship Curling on CBC. From Glasgow, Scotland, it's the women's final of the Ford World Curling Championships. Today, Canada's Kelley and her BC team meet the Luzia Ebnother rink of Switzerland. As we come inside the Braehead Arena, Scotland's brand new curling showplace. Welcome to our coverage of this women's final here from Glasgow as Kelley seeks to become the first Canadian skip to win the World Championship title since the late Sandra Schmirler in 1997. She's been in good shape all week. First in the round robin with 7 wins and 2 losses. And here's what happened in the key semi-final matches. Law defeating Rona Martin of Scotland handily 10-6. Their opponents, the Ebnother foursome from Switzerland, with a huge upset over Dordy Nordby of Norway, a win 5-4 with a deuce on her final shot of the semi-final. Now, Scotland and Switzerland are the only 2 teams to have beaten Kelley all week. Law avenged that first defeat in the semifinals, and now she's going to have to do it again here against Switzerland in the final should she want to win the World Championship of 2000. Let's join the men who'll call today's match, and 2 men who've yet to taste haggis here in Scotland, Don Whitman and Don Duguid.
Thank you, Mark. Hi, everybody. The 10-6 score, Canada over Scotland in the semifinal, a little misleading. It was a 1-point game when Kelley made 2 incredible shots in the 7th end.
Well, she really did. It looked like they were going to steal 2 on her, and then she'd really be in trouble, have her back against the wall. But she made 2 fantastic shots, Don. The first one was exceptional to get her out of trouble. Her last one to get 2 was unbelievable shot.
It was shaping up as a Canada-Norway final when Luzia Ebnother, with 15 seconds remaining on the clock, made an incredible double takeout.
Well, she's a good player. She throws the rock hard. She throws with accuracy. And if Canada's going to win today, they're going to have to play their very, very best to beat her.
As Mark said, Canada and Switzerland, a matchup that exists for the first time since 1984. Canada trying for an 11th World Championship. Switzerland looking for just its 3rd. Mark?
All right, Don, and this is the one event all year in which Canadians have to learn to play this game by different rules, and here are the differences. In the international game, they play by the 4-rock free guard zone. It's in effect here at the championships. Canada normally playing the 3-rock rule. Each team gets 75 minutes to complete the game. That's 2 minutes more than in Canada, but there are no timeouts at the World Championships. We're just about ready for first rocks of this women's final. Canada and Switzerland, and back to the booth, Don and Don.
Well, Mark, the Canadian team will have a lot of support in the crowd here at Braehead. About 1,100 spectators have made the trip to Glasgow for the World Championships, and Kelley and her teammates have been most appreciative of the vocal support they have received during the week. It was interesting in round-robin competition. Going into the final draw, there was the possibility of a 4-way tie for first place. But Scotland lost and Switzerland lost. Ebnother lost her final game to the United States and dropped back into a tie for 3rd place at 6-3 with Scotland. And first rock in the championship game will be delivered by Switzerland as soon as the official gives them the okay. You see Ebnother standing there waiting for the signal that the game can begin. And as the lead. Nadia Raspi settles into the hack and delivers the stone. The 75-minute time clock also starts to run.
And the ice here is very, very keen. It runs about 24 seconds from hog line to the tee line at the other end, with a distance of 93 feet. So it's nice and keen, and that's what the curlers love. A little bit of movement to it, curls from the outside of the 4-foot into the 4-foot at the very end. So there's nice movement to bury rocks behind guards.
Okay.
All the curlers have spoken highly of the work that Shorty Jenkins, Hans Wuthrich, and the ice crew have done in preparing the playing surface here at Braehead. They had a bit of a scare on Friday morning. Thursday night, during the night, the computer kicked off and the ice plant kicked out. And they had about a quarter-inch of water on the playing surface when they arrived Friday morning.
And they worked all day, and they got it ready for the matches. Of course, Shorty could make ice in the Toronto subway if he wanted to.
Diane Nelson removes the stone in the rings. Of course, you're allowed to do that under the 4-rock rule. If the stones are in the rings, you can take them out of play. And the 41-year-old from Pitt Meadows removed the Swiss rock. Nadia Raspi, a 27-year-old, has been alternating throughout the competition at the lead position with Laurence Bedeau. And Raspi is right on target as she rolls her shooter over into the 8-foot circle.
You see that a lot in Europe, where they exchange leads from game to game, substitute a lot, but you don't see that in Canada too often.
Yeah, a number of the alternates on the European teams participated in round-robin competition. Diane Nelson has delivered all of the stones for the Canadian team during the round-robin play, and she was the #1 competitor at 82%.
Oh, she's solid. She's played solid at the Stock Tournament of Hearts and here all week. She is really a catalyst on this team. She gets them started, very seldom misses, puts the rock out in front when you have to have it in that position. She's playing very, very well.
I think they're going to be very cautious from the way this opening end has started. Tanya Fry, the second for Switzerland, participated in the World Championships last year in St. John, New Brunswick. The team finished in a tie for 5th place with Canada's Colleen Jones. Her husband Dominic is here. Tanya is the chef in a restaurant just outside of Burlington. Georgina Wheatcroft, the Canadian second, was a member of Pat Sanders' world champions when they won the title in Chicago, beating Andrea Schopp 14-2 in 1987.
The ice runs very, very straight just on that line. Stays straight all the way down, then makes a nice little move at the end if you got nice carrying weight. The thing you don't want to do on this ice is overthrow it. Overthrow it, so liable to back off on it.
During round-robin competition on some of the draw attempts, it almost appeared as though the rock was barely going to make it over the hog line, and it would slide all the way to the 4-foot.
Not a very simple wide open end. Everybody's just trying to get the feel for the ice. They practiced before the game, so they know how the weight is reacting insofar as the timing from release to the tee line at the other end. Just how they're finding how it runs with certain kinds of weight that they're throwing on takeouts.
Swiss third, Nicole Strauzak, taking aim at the Canadian stone, sitting on the button. And she's right on target. In the third round of round-robin competition, Switzerland defeated Canada by a score of 6-5. The Canadians' only other loss was to Scotland on Wednesday. Canada went down to a 9-6 defeat, and as Mark pointed out, the Canadian team avenged that loss with a semi-final victory, and they would like to do the same in this championship game against Switzerland.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Julie Skinner throwing a lot of weight on this one, and the rock is tracking down that side, so she catches just a portion of it. And the rings are very lively here. You almost have to hit a rock 3/4 before it'll hang around. And I think she realized that she threw a little bit too much weight.
Julie Skinner had an outstanding Scott Tournament of Hearts as the BC team defeated Ann Merklinger and her Ontario foursome in the championship game. Strauzak ranked 3rd among the competitors throwing third stones in round-robin competition. She lives in Bern and is a call center designer for Swisscom.
Okay.
Very simple exchange of rocks on this opening end.
Well, you know, we heard it before, like a lot of teams have been very close to running out of time, a minute, 15 seconds, and a couple other games. So you like to bank sometimes, so you play fairly quickly the first 2 or 3 ends. You don't rush, but you play quickly. You're getting ready to shoot all the time.
Straighter now, I think, because they're not moving. Yeah. Sorry, Kelly. Sorry.
Julie Skinner, the third, lives in Victoria, had to do a lot of commuting this year to compete with her Richmond Winter Club teammates.
No, I'll just throw a little less weight. It's too much, right? Well, not
I think when you're a skip in the final of a world championship.
Seemed like it, but just like yesterday, your rocks aren't curling as much as the other girls.
You like to get your draw weight very, very early in the game. And what better way than the first rock of the first end?
Ragni?
Ebnother.
Achtung, Achtung,
Achtung.
Whoa. Whoa.
She puts this on the forefoot. She'll be very, very happy that she has her draw weight early. That's where she's going to be.
Okay.
The Swiss team usually speaks German on the ice. Every once in a while, a few English and French expressions also creep into the conversation.
Schöne Länge. Raus ist schon wieder viel. Eindeutig.
Das Bötchen aufziehen. Zu wenig Draht.
The way things are developing on this opening end, it looks as though Kelley Law will attempt to play for a blank unless there is the chance to get 2 if she makes this hit and sticks and gets a miss from the Swiss team. But there's only 1 stone in play, and that's sitting at the back of the forefoot.
She'd like to hang around to make the Swiss team make a pass at it. And maybe roll out so her blank would be that much easier for her, just throwing it through the rings. That's a good shot.
Yep. Shot. Thanks. That one really zipped over there, didn't it? Yeah. See, now I know why she has that pocket so she can put her microphone in.
Luzia Ebnother is a commercial bank clerk living near Zurich.
See a nice fluid release. Beautiful curling delivery. Nice and low, head right behind the rock, and a great curling release.
Okay, schön. Good go.
And you put all that package together, and that's the result. Right on the nose.
And Ebnother forces Kelley Law to make a pass at the shot stone, and of course Kelley Law will attempt to hit and roll out to retain last rock advantage into end number 2.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. It's a
Got
nosy.
it on the nose.
Good job, Kelley.
She's going to take one on the opening end as she gets a nose hit. So after one end of play in this World Championship game, Kelley Law of Canada leads 1-0.
I do too.
The world is actually made up of two worlds. The for now and the forever. In the for now, we choose the moments, the places, and the people that matter. In the forever, our paths are forged and hearts are anchored. But if you find a place where these two worlds meet, go to it. It'll give you a reason to come home at the end of the day.
With its built-in phone directory, alarm clock, calendar, and optional vibrating alert, you'll discover the easy-to-use Nokia 6100 series wireless phone is very helpful at planning your day. Nokia. Connecting people.
When back pain slows you down, turn to Robaxacet with 2 active ingredients, one to relieve back pain, the other to relax tense back muscles. It's the brand doctors and pharmacists recommend most, so you can get back into step. Robaxacet, helping you walk away from back pain.
AutoPro, service always first.
Ford World Curling Championships on CBC. Brought to you by Labatt, Good Things Brewing. By Karcher, quality cleaning equipment. And by Ford, for now, forever.
Well, these Canadian fans in Glasgow have had a great time this week, and they've witnessed the best possible results so far. Both the Canadian men's team, skipped by Kelley Law, our women's team skipped by Kelley Law, and the men's team, skipped by Greg McCauley, have advanced to the championship game. McCauley will play Peter Lindholm of Sweden for the men's championship tomorrow, and Kelley Law is facing Luzia Ebnother of Switzerland in the women's championship game.
What you got, guys? Top 4?
You know, it looks to me like Canada wants to play it in the rings. They don't want it out in front. Allow the Swiss to draw around it. So they're going to play it in the rings, which means they're going to wait for a miss or hit and roll out. But Swiss are having no part of it. They're going to go right to the offense with a corner guard.
Ebnother and her Swiss teammates involved in a low-scoring semifinal win over Dorte Nordby of Norway. The only time more than a single point was scored in the entire game was the 2 that Switzerland picked up on the final end.
Okay, deep golf.
And you see that rock really moving big time from the hog line in. It moved about a foot, so there's lots of room to bury there. Canada scoring one in the first and not having last rock. They're going to try to put one right in front of the one that they have full in the 8-foot. And what they're trying to do here is take the play away from the corner guard, where, of course, Switzerland wants to play the corner guard game.
Lot of line.
Why Canada's going here?
Lots of line.
Cannot remove that red rock. Of course, it's in the free guard.
Not in, right? No. About 3 feet short. Yep. Yep. Yep.
This is
Gotta
a
get to
good
the center.
communicating team, this
Right here,
Canadian
guys.
team. They talk to each other. They
Yep,
tell
yep,
you the
yep.
weight,
Hard,
the
hard,
line.
hard, hard, hard.
I mean, they're a
Sweet.
solid team.
Wrong side of the ice.
Diane Nelson, the Director of Sales for Harmony Communications, and with the time she was away during the Scott Tournament of Hearts in Prince George and the time she has spent in Glasgow at the World Championships, she really appreciates the work that Debbie McLean, her business partner, has done in her absence.
That was a big commitment, you know, to win a World Championship. You win your province, and of course, then the Scott Tournament of Hearts, and then here you are at the Worlds in Scotland. And you got to have some great support back home.
Rasby is going to be on the guard, and she will push the Canadian stone into the rings, and her shooter is just off on the right-hand side.
They're not in.
Well, they were kind of hoping that that one rolled into the rings,
Yes.
at least even for a
Yes.
third shot. It'll give Canada something to think about, but
She's giving you less ice.
Canada's playing very aggressive here. They're going to put one on the center line guard, the one that's in the 8, but hope that Switzerland maybe makes a pass at it, keep them shooting at the guards and not coming into the rings.
Line's tighter. Brim. It's got to move, guys. Line's good. Easy, easy, easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shot, George. Shot. Okay.
Moved a little bit too much. You can see the one in the house is the left-hand side of the center line. The other one's on the right-hand side. So there's room.
Yep.
Weight is a very critical factor here. You do not want to overthrow it, or the rock will track down there. Will stay fairly straight and then work at the end. So you got to be very, very careful.
Achtung.
You see, she's got lots of weight. Lots of weight. It's hanging on that line. You see, it's staying there well by the guards. They're going to come over. No. Just a question of weight, missed that shot. You know, there's a rule in curling. If you're going to miss the shot rock, at least miss it on the inside. At least rub the guard. Take the guard out. You never want to miss it like that, because now you've got big trouble.
Yep.
Yes, with that miss, the situation not changed at all, and the Canadian team with Georgina Wheatcroft at second stone can now provide better cover for that shot rock.
Absolutely. That's why you have to get either one or the other off.
Hard line.
They're sweeping hard. It's pulling. Is it going to come over on the guard? Oh, just touches
Whoa,
it.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, George.
Okay,
Shot.
Well, a break for Switzerland.
Went in there, eh? Yeah.
And I think Georgina Wheatcroft might have got that a little bit inside. You hear her yelling.
She started to yell immediately upon release of the stone.
Now the trouble for Canada, of course, there's 4 rocks that they can hit and roll behind now.
This time Fry appears to be on target.
Better weight. Nicer weight. That's why she's going to make this shot.
Oh, she rubbed off the guard out front.
Oh, a little bit of a bonus there.
That stone seemed to move quite a bit.
Well, it really did, but they weren't sweeping. They weren't sweeping it hard, Don. And if they had swept it hard, she would have got by that one.
Nice, styrke i langing. Jo.
Okay, Tanya.
Still here.
Are we lying too?
No. Want to do that?
If I come around there and I overcurl,
Just leaves
I'll
this
go in there.
open,
It's not
right?
bad, right? Yeah. What do you guys think?
We could tap this one back.
Just a guard is good. A guard is good. Guard's good.
Guard's good.
Tight guard is
Yeah.
good.
Right here.
So it's pretty keen, eh, you guys?
No, really?
Asking for a little help? Is this your final answer?
Kelley Law reacting to the crowd.
How's the weight? Oh, it's
Way
got
out
lots
there.
of line. Lots of line.
Lots of line and lots of weight.
Yes!
T, yep.
Yeah!
But now they're trying to separate them. Oh, that's a good shot.
Julie Skinner asked prior to throwing whether Canada was lying 2. They were only lying 1, but after her shot, they are now lying 2.
Well, the nice thing about that shot is where her shooter rolled to behind the one that's in the forefoot. If it stays high, there's a chance for a double.
Yep.
So where she rolled to with her shooter is just a great spot. The Swiss have a lot of room there. They could have maybe played the out-turn come around, but they decided to play the hit and try for the roll.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Trying to hit and roll off the top stone. They get the roll, a bit of a rub.
Okay, that's all.
And I believe it's third shot. Canada is still lying 2.
What? Who's lying what?
We are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we gotta go around.
How much can you see that?
Half.
Well,
Go around it.
I think we got to go here.
Yeah. So less weight, eh?
She wants to put it in the forefoot, but you better not leave it in the open. Better get it back.
Lots of room.
T-line.
I might have played this short right on the center line.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, let die. Let die. No good back. No good back.
Yeah, they certainly don't want it too far back. Well, as long as it stops for a third shot.
Okay, Julie.
No, too far.
What was the split on that? Really? It's really getting fast down there. Jeez. Sorry, Kelly. It's like super keen down there now. I thought I threw way less, but I didn't. Those ones are kind of lined up on the back one.
Swiss, big shot here. Trying to hit and roll in behind all the rocks.
Yep.
On the right-hand side of the center line.
Oh, 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 oh. Back, back.
There's the hit. There's the roll, but not enough to become shot rock. Canada still lies 1.
Okay. Wie is Lengy?
Met een diep op 12.
Normal then?
Yep.
Okay.
Raak blijven, hè?
Ja, het is het ausgewählt.
Genau. That's where she'd like to put it. Hit that rock just about where you see it and roll in behind her other one. Top of the
Roll
forefoot.
it in a bit.
She doesn't want to hit and stay right on the nose down. If she does, there's a good chance for a double.
Just normal, eh?
Swiss will be lying 3, so she has to get some movement. Even if she moves away from the center. The ideal roll is behind cover, but throw it down, let it track a bit, and hope that it curls at the end.
Clean.
A lot of weight.
Close.
Whoa. Whoa.
Lots of weight.
It's not coming up as much. Okay, Kelly. Good shot.
A nose hit. Canada still lying just 1. The red rock at the back of the 8-foot. His second shot.
Well, where Kelley stopped now, it's a great chance for the Swiss because they can come off that one, Don, come over here like this, make contact with that, and be lying 3 behind cover.
Yeah.
She'd have to hit about 3/4 of the rock.
They're not coming up,
Right. Like it would have been fine, I guess, with control, even if we hit half. Just don't leave that, right? He's got the double. Yeah.
And in the semifinal victory over Dordy Nordby of Norway, we saw just how proficient Ebnother was in throwing a double.
Oh, this is a strong part of her game.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah.
She's She's got one. She'll nudge the other one over to lie 2.
That's a good shot. Good shot. Canada's got a little dilemma.
Schön, super. Geil.
Goed gezien.
Ja, hij is ook ontekend.
Is maar dat weg. Toch? Voor een moment dan.
Well, Canada's got to get the rock in this position somewhere, just right
Well,
there.
mind you, that
Maybe.
double might be there. What's that? The
I think
double
she
might
has
be
to
there,
leave it
Julie.
there for 2. I mean, she has no other
See
choice.
much of that.
You can see 3/4.
Yeah, you hit the guard, you give him 3.
That's true. But if I wave this one out in the open, I give him 3 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can even try. I think we should try it. Yeah, I think we should try it.
Yeah, but if you hit the guard, you give him 3.
No. Even if we just tick this out there.
That's
But
not a
if I
bad
go
call.
here, Julie, it's an easy shot for 3.
Not really.
Right?
She could jam it right onto here.
Yeah,
as long as
but
we get
That
around
was my
that,
thought.
it's not bad. Whatever you want.
you can actually, yeah, you can actually see quite a bit of it.
Can you? Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of weight then?
I think normal.
Okay.
Okay.
A sign of a good third.
Well,
When the skip
we
says,
might
I
be able
want to
to
play
get
the hit, you let her play the hit. Don't talk her
I'll
into
throw what I
something that she
need.
doesn't want to play.
Well, of course, Julie Skinner skipped her own rink in the World Championship.
Yeah, the hit looks way
in
better from here.
1991. In Winnipeg, she lost the final
Probably up
on
control.
an extra end to Doherty Nordby of
This
Norway.
spot will go more than it will out where that line is, right? Okay.
Now, she cannot throw the same weight that she threw on her first one. She got to take her weight down a bit, not throw it as hard. Ooh.
Yep.
A little bit of slip coming out.
Hurry!
She threw it tight.
Can they get it past the guard?
She's close.
She's by.
Okay, Kelly. Good shot.
And she removes the top stone, but Switzerland is still
Yeah.
lying 1.
Yeah.
She threw a ton of weight. Now,
Off a little bit, eh?
Good shot. Yeah.
She fell a bit
Well,
when
we
she
got it
came
in
out.
high, right?
And I think she just pushed it at the end.
Yeah.
You say, wow, and she
You can
just
see quite a bit of it.
let it go. Because that's a lot of weight to
That
play
almost
for
wiped out.
takeout.
Did you? I know hearing you go, woo!
I slipped. Good three, huh?
Yeah, she was fortunate with the slip coming out of the hack that she was able to make contact with the shot stone.
If you don't get your sliding foot up in front of you and you fall over, boy, you have nothing.
Ebnother now with an opportunity to draw for 2 and take the lead.
Boysje? Ganz iets fietsen.
Nog langie.
Achtung, ze niet te lang goed.
Did they wait too long?
This rock is running out of enthusiasm, I'll tell you that. They got to go hard.
Hurry! Hurry now, Bjorn, hurry! Hurry!
No.
Just hurry, hurry, hurry!
Oh, I think they might have made it. It's
It
very, very
appears
definite.
as though they have. And high fives all around for the Swiss team as they take the lead after 2 ends of play.
Seems like only yesterday Elaine and I started out. The town grew and we right alongside. Now the kids are helping out. You don't stay in business this long without knowing a thing or two.
Exclusive to True Value, our Weatherall exterior paints, made by us and made to last. The powerful 8-amp all-around wet dry vac, all the power of an upright, $69.97. True Value. Help is just around the corner.
Purex has gone to great lengths to give you a longer-lasting bathroom tissue. Purex Double Roll. With twice as many pillowy soft sheets on every roll, it takes forever to run out. Purex Double Roll. Pillowy softness that lasts twice as...
Imagine this boomerang represents the pain of sensitive teeth. Brush with Sensodyne and it helps the pain go away. But stop brushing and the pain returns. But if you brush twice a day, every day, even when you don't have pain, Sensodyne maintains an invisible barrier that helps stop the pain from coming back. That's why it's #1 with dentists and hygienists for sensitive teeth. Sensodyne, twice a day, helps the pain stay away.
So, you got an RCA TV with Guide Plus Gold. Gosh, that's got to make you feel good. What with this instant 7-day on-screen summary of your favorite shows? Bet the guys are impressed. Probably on their way over right now to watch the big game. Trash the place, each out of house and home, that kind of thing. The RCA with Guide Plus Gold. It's gonna be very popular.
It's clearly a partisan Canadian crowd here at Glasgow for the women's final. 2-1, Switzerland leading Kelley Law of Canada after 2 ends. Join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern for the men's final. It's Greg McCauley of Canada against Peter Lindholm of Sweden. McCauley defeating Craig Brown of the USA 11-3 in 9 ends. In the semifinal today, Lindholm over Finland 9-2 in 8 ends. So 2 lopsided victories en route to the men's final. The third end, Don?
Greg McCauley and company dominant in round-robin play and very strong today against Brown of the United States in winning the semifinal, but they'll have to be at the top of their game tomorrow in the championship game against Peter Lindholm of Sweden, who won the title in 1997.
Well, it should be just an outstanding curling game. As you said, Greg McCauley's team playing very, very well. Peter Lindholm, always tough, always tough.
Kelley Law opting to go in behind the center guard that Nadia Raspi played. Diane Nelson played in the 1988 Canadian Championships and also in the 1998 Canadian Mixed Championship.
Line's good. It's gonna move. Go if you have to for weight. Line's good.
Oh, that's an excellent curling shot.
Nice shot.
Completely buried, half in the 8, but that's a good spot. That sets up the whole end.
It cranks there, by the way.
Wheatcroft and Skinner really had to lean on the brushes to get it there, but they did.
And you heard Georgina Wheatcroft say it really cranks there, which means it really curls big time with draw weight on the intern.
Vi står, 12 på os.
Rusty, I think, threw this one inside the broom big time.
Now she's all over the guard if she gets that far.
This wasn't a very good attempt.
Probably said she's all over the guard. If she gets that far, she would have curled past it.
Yes. Yeah, she wasn't close with that.
Same thing.
Now it allows Canada the opportunity to go around into the forfeit area. Keeping in mind, they have last rock, so they want to control the front part of the rings. They don't want to go behind the tee line and let Switzerland get out of the end. So Canada, as this progresses, got a good shot here at 2 and maybe 3.
And remember, in World Championship play, the 4-rock rule is in effect.
Got line. Oh, you gotta go.
We're accustomed to seeing the 3-rock free guard zone in Canadian Championship play.
And you got to go with this one too.
All the way.
It's a great line, but no weight.
All the way. All the way.
Remember my earlier comment? when I said there were many times during round-robin play, it looked as though a stone would barely get across the hog line, and then with the brushing, they'd take it into the ring.
Yeah. They're going to wear the front end now to keep this up. But that's what you do, you know. You throw the rock to your sweepers. If you think you can get it there at, say, let's say 23 seconds, and let the brushers take it the rest of the way. Because two good brushers will take the rock a long, long way, like about 12 feet. So the brushers put that rock there.
And Wheatcroft is one of the best brushers in the game.
Yes, no question. And a good judge of rocks, too.
Trying to push her own back onto the Canadian stone. She does, but Canada still lies one.
Well, nice part for the Swiss on that shot is they've covered off that in-turn draw. Now this is a field shot. This is a tough shot because you have to just play quiet, wait, hope that it moves at the very end. You come across and hit and roll to the inside.
Whoa, whoa. No, whoa, right off. Whoa. Right off. Right off. Okay, good shot. It's good.
No roll, but she removes the red stone. The retail sales representative for Labatt lives in Coquitlam and is playing in her second World Championship. She was third for Pat Sanders in 1987.
A lot of weight on this one.
They're waiting for it to move, and now it begins to come across as it hits the hog line. They're going to push this Canadian stone a little deeper into the 8 hole.
I think for Canada, it allows them the opportunity to play the same shot. For Georgina Wheatcroft, she knows the line. She knows how much it's going to curl. Just bump this one in.
It'll go.
Behind covers.
4. How's the weight? She got the weight. Yep, fine. Got the weight. Yep. Got the weight. Yep.
They got the weight, but they have to curl, sweep for the line because it's going to curl across the face of it. Just punch it in the open.
Right back. Right back. Right back.
Way back is right.
Okay.
Yeah, the communication of the front end, that the weight was fine. They were only concerned about the line.
Great weight.
And they had to sweep that rock past the tee line. Remember we tell you about keep the rocks in front of the tee line? In this case, get way behind the tee line so they don't hit and roll behind all that coverage. They roll with this one, they may not be shot.
Back. Back.
A bit of an outside roll. Second and third stones belonging to Switzerland after the shot by Nicole Strauzak.
Like that? That's not bad. Or we can go here. Where they're gonna go. Go here, Julie. Yeah.
Kelley Law has decided to play the in-turn into the 4-foot.
That's where I like the call. I mean, it's not a bad call going. That's a safety call, really freezing to the one on the back of the 12-foot. But this is a big shot. This could set up your whole end here for 3.
Got rim. Lot of rim.
It has to bury well.
Way out there. Well, sitting out there. It's way out there. Take it back. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's well back.
Hurry! Hurry! Right back! Oh, wait. Pretty good weight.
Good weight, never moved for them.
Julie Skinner skipped her rink to the World Junior Championship in 1988 in Chamonix, France, and would dearly love to add a women's world title to her resume here in Glasgow, Scotland at the Braehead Arena.
Achtung! Achtung, yeah! Yeah! Oh! 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 Back! Back!
Go niet mee, go niet mee.
Achtung!
Strauzak gets a bit of an inside roll. She was last in Glasgow in 1991. She was the skip of the Swiss junior rink and wound up winning the silver medal.
Yeah, hack weight, Julie.
Hack weight even, yeah.
Okay.
I might get it this way, though.
No, it comes. It'll come.
Okay.
Well, she can see about half that rock.
Just a little more, eh?
So she's calling for just hack weight. She'd like to get a movement, and it'll move once they get to that first two guards. And hopefully pull across the face of it and go roll to the inside.
No. No. No.
Close.
No.
No. Go the other way. Got nothing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Say she's got nothing.
Yep. Yep. Hurry.
That's not bad.
Okay.
That's the second best shot.
Yeah, she couldn't get to the inside of that red rock.
It's the right
At
weight,
least remove it
Yeah.
and lie second shot.
That's all. Yep. Trophy. Yep. Okay.
I had the right weight this time. I had the right weight the first time, too, but I'm throwing them real straight today.
A little bit.
Good shots or bad shots. She always seems to be smiling and always talking.
Yeah, she has a good time when she curls. That's important. But this is pressure. You know, you're in the world final. It's just they had a little tough luck not getting in behind those center guards. When they get in behind in front of the tee line, they're going to score
Achtung. Yeah.
three, 2 or 3 for sure.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Now you got it set up for a 3.
Oh, yeah. Let's see where she...
Explain, please.
Well,
Okay,
she's
what do
got
you-
lots of chances. This is where she wants to put the rock, right in there. Just like that, in front of the tee line. She doesn't want to stay out in the open. They throw out about 4 shots down there, Don, so they should know the ice, and it's just a question of weight.
Okay, guys, what's the weight? 4.5?
3 red stones in the rings, but the shot rock behind cover belongs to Canada.
See the brush being held on the edge of the 8-foot. Now, it'll track down there for a long, long time. And they don't want to sweep it right at the start, because if they sweep it at the start, the rock will stay straight. Because if you're sweeping, the rock will go faster. So they want to just judge it as soon as she lets it go, whether she's quiet or whether they think that she has the right weight.
Where are ya?
Back line.
Back line. It's a lot of weight.
We're way out there still. Not much, eh?
Oh, she's got a ton of
Really?
weight.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
She's going to slip right through the back.
Okay, I believe you now. Yeah. Yeah.
I believe you now. In the front end, she asked them, and they said it's 4.5.
It's fast.
It's really fast.
Yeah. I was just thinking, you know, it looks frosty, but it doesn't matter.
No,
Really?
it's really clean. I know, I've been heavy on all my draws.
Yeah. It's about a 5.
Hoeveel hammer? Had außen.
Well, the same shot applies to Ebnother. She'd like to get it in around the guards, in front of the tee line, but in the red, 4-foot would be perfect. And then we'll see what her weight's like.
Langie? Richtig hoog.
She looked to let that
Noem
go
maar
pretty
Langie.
nice, and they're brushing it.
Tjep. Richtig hoog. Tjep. Noem maar Richtig hoog. Richtig hoog. Goed, Langie. Jetzt kommt er. It's there. Ja. 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 Three. Come in, three.
And that stone dug in as it hit the top of the 12-foot, and now shot stone belongs to Switzerland, but it is accessible.
Well, it's half open. can see it's tucked half in around those guards. Weight is a critical factor here for Kelley
Hack
Law.
weight. Yeah.
She's just going to play hack weight, same as her last one, I think I heard somebody say.
Wheatcroft and Law had a laugh over that as she came down to settle herself into the hack. They're still chuckling. Time now to get serious, though. An opportunity for two for Canada's Kelley Law to take the lead in this World Championship final.
Close. Yep. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa, right off.
whoa.
Right off. Clean now. Clean. Great shot, Kelley.
Yes, it is. A pair for Canada on end number 3. And Canada takes a 1-point lead after 3.
One unscheduled stop. Half a kilometer for help. 3,000 tons of trouble. No time to spare. Too late. Equals one unknown IOU. For all you do, this bud's for you.
Their story was the comeback of the year in Canadian curling. The Kelley Law rink of BC winning 6 straight sudden death games to capture the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
There's a lot of experience on our team, but we certainly didn't cruise through this year and you know, having everything come easy to us. I unexpectedly got pregnant and didn't actually start curling until November. Our coach Elaine had a really good point, and that was that you know, you guys are working out all the kinks in front of the nation. And that's what we were doing at the Scott, is we are such a new team, and maybe we weren't expected to win. Yeah, we're called a dream team, but there's still a lot that we had to work out.
A new team, but a seasoned rink. Second, Georgina Wheatcroft has won the world before. And third, Julie Skinner skipped Team Canada in '91. They win because everyone knows their place.
I think I ran my course as a skip. I enjoyed skipping, but now for me playing third, I think it's a better position for my personality. I think it suits me more, and it's a lot more relaxing, and I find that playing third, I can help Skip do her job, and I can help the lead and second, George and Diane, do their jobs. And my job, you know, I just go and do it and try to have fun and keep everybody loose.
You know, I had to learn how the girls threw. You know, just the simple things of the game, and that, you know, one person likes this to happen and others would rather see this. So we just had to work out a lot, and we've really done, I think, quite well in a short period of time.
They not only had to gel as a team, they also faced the responsibilities of motherhood. 3 of them having babies in the prime of their curling careers.
We certainly have an entourage when we walk into a curling club. And, you know, when we step out onto the ice, that's sort of our element. That's where we like to be, and we know that our kids and our husbands are waiting for us when we come off. So it's a little easier, you know, to take a loss and to hug your baby and say, you know, it's okay.
Having already won the Scott, the Law rink arrived in Scotland with confidence. When you're the best in Canada, your game needs no tinkering to take on the world.
We don't need to go to the Worlds and play better than we know how to play, because it's another step up. What we need to do is just focus and do exactly what we always do and try to get the best results out of each player.
And they have indeed been focused here at the Braehead Arena in Glasgow, leading Switzerland 3-2 in this championship game through 3 ends of play. Mark talked about the role they were on at the Scott Tournament of Hearts in Prince George. They won their last 6 games. And coincidentally, a gentleman by the name of Al Thorpe became their flag bearer when that 6-game run started. And they referred to him as Mr. Magic and asked us to say hello to Mr. Magic back in Prince George.
It's go time.
Comparing the 2 leads, Diane Nelson is having a perfect game thus far compared to the 50% shooting of Nadia Raspi, the lead for Switzerland.
Well, Diane Nelson always plays a strong game. She's the leading percentage shooter in this competition, the World Championship. And she's continuing that right now, playing 100%.
We mentioned that Rasby did not play in the semifinal win over Norway. The Swiss team alternating the leads, Rasby and Laurence Bedeau. Bedeau had played well yesterday in the game against Norway, but after the game she was saying she did not really think that she would play in the final because they had been alternating throughout the competition.
Of course, Rasby really struggling with curling 50%. You always kind of question whether they made the right decision. But they do it with frequency, so they should know what they're doing.
I'll be lucky if we make the hog line. It's really short. Hog it. Want it over? I don't want it over. It's way heavier out there. Is that? Okay, you die.
Well, Kelley Law did not want it over the hog line, and as the rushers moved away from the stone, it came to a halt just outside the hog.
And there goes her perfect game.
No sooner see the statistics, and there's a black mark against it.
I always get a little bit nervous, and I heard Julie Skinner say it's a lot heavier out there. You know, and you don't want to put different thoughts in everybody's mind that it is heavy because you come driving out and put a little bit more. Before you know it, you're throwing them through the ring. So.
Well, Shorty Jenkins and Hans Butrich did quite a job between the completion of the men's semifinal, which Greg McCauley of Canada won, and this championship game. And there was a tremendous frost buildup on the ice.
Yes.
No, I like this.
You know, they shaved it, and there was a lot of snow coming on, a lot of frost. And of course, they had a full capacity crowd this afternoon. And there's a lot of people in the building today, so it gets very, very warm, and that creates humidity and the frost buildup on the sides of the ice.
What'd you get?
Don, Hans Woodford,
Wait only.
ice makers here told me before the match started that
gotta go.
inside the arena was already 77%.
Hurry.
And it moves well into the 80s as soon as the crowd arrives.
Well then, whoa. Right here, guys. There. It's there by itself. Okay.
And this Braehead arena
shot,
is attached
nice
to
shot,
a
George.
shopping
Beauty.
mall. It's a new complex that opened in September. So people go in and out from the shopping mall back into the arena, and the doors are opening constantly, and that could cause part of the problem.
That's why you have to pay attention to the ice every rock, thrown not only by your team, but by the opposition.
Hurry.
The stone just delivered provides some protection for the shot rock belonging to Canada.
I don't mind that. No, we just won't be heavy, right? We can be on top 12 is fine. If it's hanging. Okay.
Julie Skinner just reconfirming with Georgina Wheatcroft at second stone where they want this rock.
Come on. Hard.
It looked to me like Georgina Wheatcroft might have turned that rock a bit because it is curling big time.
Leave it up here.
She's all over the guard.
Yep. Hey, George.
No, that's not bad.
Wait,
it's not a great shot, but it's not bad because it really covered the shot rock up.
Given her a touch more. It's swirly today.
But by being off the center line, it allows the Swiss an opportunity to come in around those two guards. So you cannot afford to roll the rock, turn the rock inside the intended target. If you do, boy, it'll take off big time.
Hurry, is knap. Hurry! Hurry!
Prize stone won't get to the rings. It's going to be rather difficult now to alter the situation with the two stones in the rings. The shot rock belonging to Canada.
Canada's forced into going into the
Yeah, I
rings
think
now.
so.
They can't
Yep.
afford to put another one out. They got
So
four
it's a
rocks out in
4.5.
front,
You're
covering the
almost
shot
half.
rock.
4.
But they have to make sure, Don, that they're buried behind the guard that was just thrown. They can't afford to leave anything in the open where the Swiss team can hit and
Got
roll
room
behind.
now. Tons of room. A lot of room. Got a curl.
Let it curl.
Has to curl. Whoa!
It's close.
Whoa then. Whoa then. Whoa. Whoa.
Went by lots.
Whoa.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Shot,
Good
Julie.
spot, though. Front of the tee line, and that's the critical part of that shot.
Well, Julie Skinner's husband, Dean, who encouraged
great
her to
weight.
get back into competitive curling this year,
Okay.
is not here. He's back home in Victoria looking
trying.
after 21-month-old Morgan.
A little bit. What was?
That's a good shot because there's no way the Swiss can hit and roll to the inside. They have to roll to the open side.
Oh, whoa. Oh, back.
Here's a good shot with a lot of weight.
Let's go.
That's amazing. She threw a lot of heat on that rock. And it curled. She could only see 3/4 of it.
That's surprising in view of the performance of Julie Skinner
Watch
in
it on that line.
the Canadian Championships, where she was outstanding.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, it's hanging again.
Up.
Whoa, it's hanging. Still hanging.
Okay, Julie. Okay.
She's struggling a bit.
They're just not curling for me at all. They're just. My rocks are not curling. No. Maybe just tighten me up a bit. Is that a lot of weight again, or either that or I gotta throw this? What do you think?
Yeah, I think they got to sort it out because Julie's throwing a lot of weight, and she says it's tracking. And on that side of the sheet, if you throw a lot of weight, it'll run absolutely straight. So I think she's got to bring her weight down a bit. But if it starts cutting, the brushers can hold it straight.
Oh. Oh. Achtung. Achtung, ja. Achtung. Come here. Oh, oh, oh. Sachs. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Playing the angle on this one, they're very close to a great shot here. Is it too thin?
That's all. Keep up.
Canada still lies one.
Niet zo laag.
I like that.
Right here.
Yeah, then we come over here.
No. Let's get around there. Yeah, it's my first one.
I like that shot. I don't want to go behind the tee line, but I'd certainly like it in that position as opposed to the open side.
I throw about a 20. Yeah, there's a fine line between it going and
Yes.
right?
They have to understand once it gets to that center line, it'll move big time for them. So they got to be aware of that.
Okay. I can throw this to you guys.
The brushers are going to take control of this stone
Four.
once it leaves Kelley Law's hands.
Absolutely.
Okay. 4.
And Julie Skinner has to watch the
At
line.
least, yeah. Not behind the tee. Oh, that's not good. That's very bad. Okay, guys.
Lots of room.
A lot of room, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa.
They got to
Whoa!
go.
Close for line.
Line's fine.
Lots of room. Lots of room.
Whoa, then. Whoa!
Line's not bad. We want it T-line. Yep. Just T-line. Yep,
Whoa,
yep.
whoa, 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 whoa!
That's a good shot, Kelley. Pretty.
That is a good shot.
Okay. Great shot.
Thanks.
That was good
Just
weight.
needed it to come.
Yes. It's perfect.
Yeah.
What do you, about half or more? A great shot. What's the weight? Now you got the
A little
weight.
less than half.
See that for the whole game.
I'm sure the team is
Okay.
relieved that Kelley now has her 4-foot weight in the back pocket. It's so important. You can...
Yeah, other members of the team can afford to miss the 4-foot on occasion, but you really need the skip to have 4-foot weight if you're going to have success.
It can get you out of a lot of trouble when you're in a jackpot. And if you need extra points, you can get it with the draw. So if you're struggling with draw weight, you've got a major problem. It's a little bit more weight. Now it's starting to come over, but
It is going to be shot, but it is open.
Yeah,
Just right there.
Right to there is perfect. Normal?
Okay. Inte långa. Ja, 664.
big shot for Canada here. They can stay right there, put a lot of pressure. There's other forms of strategy. One of them is pressure. This is what you do.
The thing I don't want to do is
You're
go
one
like
up
that.
on your opponent. You're lying
prefer
free.
to- Yeah.
That's part of the strategy.
Yeah,
It's
just
called
roll
pressure.
a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
Now, if she makes this shot and stays there, it's a little tougher to draw to the 4-foot when you're facing free than when you're just throwing to the 4-foot for maybe to pick up one with the last stone, for example.
Wow! Wow! Right over. Right over, Julie. Too far. Good shot.
Rolled a little
That's
too
good.
far.
Yeah.
Not bad, though.
Either
I think
or,
she's
eh?
a little thin on the broom. She went a little bit inside, and it curled on her.
That's good.
Better to roll out than
Oh,
to
yeah.
sitting there, right?
Definitely.
I don't want to leave it there for her to freeze too. Give her the open draw. Because if she gets too far out here, it's in the sludge, right? Over here, look at it. Good shot.
Julie Skinner remembers how Iraq reacted earlier. And she said if she gets a little too far out there, it could dig in.
Remember what I said at the beginning of the end? She says it's a little bit heavier out there. If you get out a little bit further. We'll see if Ebnother can pick this up.
Länge. Ganz ins Rote. Schauen, wo ist er? Schauen.
Oh, she's got
Achtung,
nice
Maus,
weight.
Achtung, Mitte. Achtung,
That's a nice touch.
Ho.
And a lot of movement with that stone when it came in across the hog line as well. And she draws to the edge of the button with final stone on the 4th. And this game is tied at 3.
If you got a problem, don't care what it is. If you need a hand, I can show you this. I can help. I got 2 strong arms. I can help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help.
F-Series, Canada's best-selling line of trucks for 34 years. Ford, for now, forever.
At every one of our hotels, we welcome the hard-working business traveler. Comfort Inns provide excellent value and friendly service. Quality hotels offer special executive rooms and in-room coffee. Econo Lodges give you a good room at a good rate. And all feature our guest satisfaction guarantee.
Hi, hon. Don't you love the couch over there?
No. Choice Hotels. All the signs of a great hotel.
Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas. Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas.
So, you got an RCA TV with Guide Plus Gold. Gosh, that's got to make you feel good. What with this instant 7-day on-screen summary of your favorite shows? Bet the guys are impressed. Probably on their way over right now to watch the big game. Trash the place, each out of house and home, that kind of thing. The RCA with Guide Plus Gold. It's gonna be very popular.
So what you're saying is you can't change your oil every 5,000 kilometers because you're too busy. So you push it. Just like your cheap brother-in-law at one of those all-you-can-eats. Hey, it's your car. You want to learn the hard way? Be my guest. This is reformulated Quaker State. Protection beyond 5,000 kilometers under any driving conditions. You ought to change your oil on time, but if you can't, can you say insurance? Quaker State. It's been tested. It works. What more do you need to know?
We're having a 70s flashback with ABBA playing at the Braehead Arena. It's all tied at 3 after 4 ends of play of this women's final at the Ford World Curling Championships. This evening on Labatt, hockey night in Canada. Ontario viewers, except for the Ottawa Valley, will see the Tampa Bay Lightning against the Leafs in Toronto, while the rest of the country will see the playoff-bound Senators against Montreal, hoping to join them in the playoffs. And, of course, the nightcap, the Battle of Alberta, Edmonton in Calgary in the second half of our doubleheader. Ready for the 5th end, and back to Don and Don.
And Mark, that Battle of Alberta doesn't have quite the same importance tonight as it might have had the Oilers not been successful in overtime last night in defeating the Vancouver Canucks to claim a playoff berth. Unfortunately, the Calgary Flames and the Vancouver Canucks will not be headed to the postseason.
Okay, schöne.
That was a nice draw by the Swiss skip, Don. She put it right on the forefoot, and that's a big confidence builder. You know, and obviously Kelley Law has her draw weight, so I would think now they're both very comfortable with the ice, although there's a little bit of frost buildup. They understand the weight that is required to get it to the forefoot. There's a lot of movement. It depends how you release it. I mean, if you release it soft and maybe turn it inside the broom, it'll curl big time for you. So.
And here's the big time curl you referred to. It really came across, and they get it partially behind cover in the apron.
Yep. It's very, very important that you watch the ice at all times.
She's on fire.
She's on fire is right. A lead, the quality of Diane Nelson really sets the whole end up for Canada. They can finish it off somewhere in this game. They're going to crack 2 or 3 to really break it wide open. But this Swiss team is tough. They're gritty, boy. They make a lot of curling shots.
Okay, questo.
Bend is developing in a similar fashion to the third.
Yes.
Throw here.
Well, you know, with the movement in the ice, you get a lot of rocks in play, and you can make some really nice finesse shots. And it's a matter of positioning the rocks, if you have last rock, in front of the tee line around cover. So you keep the opposition in front of the tee line and away from the button.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, Julie. Wow, right off. Weight's good. No. Little up. Yeah!
They're trying to tick it now because it looks like she's going to drive it onto her own.
Okay, Dad. Okay.
That's exactly what happens.
Well, we're still in the house. Put it out a bit. A little bit. Crisp. Too crisp.
Yeah, too crisp is right.
Weight wasn't bad. I didn't think it was going to hang. I thought it was going to come. Did she?
There's a little bit of of a defensive call by the Swiss team, you know, hitting one in the back of the 12 foot. They might have put up another guard and forced Canada to waste some rocks in the front stones. But I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Kelley Law maybe run the front one.
Or will she try and come down on top of the shot rock?
Even. Okay, George.
They can see half of it, so. Wants to make sure she either gets one or the other.
Whoa. Weight's good. Look up, 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 up.
That's the worst case scenario, but got a good break by taking that one out of the back.
Well, you said if you're going to miss a shot, miss it on the inside so you at least touch the guard.
This could have been on the hair earlier.
Well, she did, but she only moved the guard about 3 inches, so there's still lots of cover there. But they did get a break by taking that one out the back and rolling the shooter behind cover, albeit it's in the back of the 12 foot.
Zwei. Nur lang. Zwei ist gut. Oh. Bleib da vorne. Ja, nicht vorne, geht. Komm näher, komm näher. Weg. Gar nicht. Vorne lassen. Bleib vorne, sicher vorne. Ja. Okay, gut so.
Now 2 red stones guard the shot rock.
Now for sure you have to run them. Double guard, there's a chance for a double peel here, so that's exactly what they're going to do. Hit a half a rock on the high side, roll your shooter over maybe and cover up part of the 8 foot.
Whoa. 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 Hey, George. Hey, good shot. Move around a bit.
She moved 2 stones, but only took 1 out of play.
They just can't seem to solve the takeout weight required to make the rock curl a bit. They're hitting half rocks all the time. Never, you know, making the crisp takeouts, hitting and rolling to the correct position.
And talking with Swiss third Nicole Strauzak yesterday, she was saying that she plays billiards. And she said the experience she has had playing billiards is a big help when you're on a curling sheet because you get used to looking at angles.
That's exactly right.
The
angles of the curling rocks are so important to know where they're situated, how you have to hit it, on the high side or coming across the face and driving it back. There's a good chance for Canada if they can make a good shot here. They can go through that opening.
Board weight.
Hit and roll behind cover. They're in good shape.
Hack weight. Yeah, board's okay. Hack. Hack. Yep. Hack or board. I can see half. Board's good.
Kelley's yelling hack, and Julie's yelling board. Now, mind you, there's only 2 feet difference, but it could make a huge difference.
This is the spare.
Yes!
They'll really have to work to get it past the guard.
Holy, that was close. Hey.
Well, it's between. If she hits a little bit thicker, she takes off both guards and maybe rolls her shooter in the house. She just hit it thin and came away empty-handed.
You guys, if we hit a little less, hit a little more of it, do I get in?
Warte. Oh, warte. Back. Eine weg. Ja! Kom hier! It's a long lauf! Kom hier! Wie sta hier? Oh. That's all.
At the end, the stone delivered by Strauzak moved quite a bit.
If I throw a board again. Same weight? Yep.
Julie's got to make one here really to get her confidence back. She's struggling a bit with the takeouts. She's just rubbing guard. She's a quarter of an inch away or maybe a foot heavy on her draws.
Yep.
She's got to make a good shot and give her some confidence.
Hurry! Hurry! Whoa! Whoa!
They've got this one online.
Whoa! Whoa!
That's a good shot. That's the one she wants. Now she feels a lot better about it. It rolled to the open, but she made an excellent shot.
Yep.
Very animated at all times.
Shot, Julie.
Yeah. Well, you gotta go. You gotta go on that early. That's
Yeah.
good. That was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. You gotta go. Because after what you saw with George's, right?
You don't want to just tick.
No, not again. Because I thought through the first one.
Red rocks up front.
Yeah, I know. Because I thought I threw the first one, my out turned so good, but we knew both of us right away, right? We had to go.
Yep.
Now for Switzerland, a big shot. Trying to hit that one away in the edge of the 12-foot and roll her shooter in. Behind either the cover or make the double even.
I'll go. Yeah.
She loves these shots.
Hurry!
Ebnother.
Hurry! Hurry! Hurry!
Where they're going to have to go. Is it going to curl? Oh, so close. Oh, for an inch thicker.
And now Kelley Law can really put pressure on the Swiss.
Oh, you'll hang. You'll hang.
You see, they brush it hard, and she was very, very close to missing this rock. Just caught a piece of it. Lots of action on her shooter, but just goes behind the other Canadian rock. So close.
I think it'll go, George. Why are you not thinking it's enough?
Here's where she wants to be. She wants to get in front of the tee line.
I won't be tight.
Get some separation from the guards out in front so they don't play the run back on her. Force her to make a finesse shot. And they can't leave it in the open. If she makes this shot perfect, there's a good possibility she could score 3.
Way out there.
But there is a danger if she leaves it in the open. The Swiss could remove both stones.
I would gamble all day to score 3 and give the opposition one, and the danger of giving them one.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh, boy.
He's going to move the red stone into the rings, and it will be shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Boy,
sorry, God. I thought I got out to the broom.
You did, but then you turned it in at the end. I saw it right out of your hand. It was going hard. All the way hard.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
That bad?
Yep. Just went sideways. And then it grabbed, and then it went. It grabbed and then went.
Dang, it's quick.
Now, for those who might not be that familiar with the game of curling, when Julie said that Kelley turned it in right out of her hand, what did she mean?
Well, she was coming out good on the broom, and being the intern, it's a more natural turn. You open your hand and let it go. Sometimes you open your hand and you turn your wrist a bit, and the movement of the rock goes to the inside, away from the target, instead of throwing it out to the target. And when you do that, it curls as soon as it leaves your hand.
The weight was perfect. Right.
Now, Switzerland has the same chance.
One rock has changed this end rather dramatically.
Hurry! Rosa, ja! Hurry! Ja! Hurry! Jawohl! Achtung! Oh! Jetzt hier! Hurry! Hurry!
They can't promote it far enough.
Okay.
But how does Canada get 2?
You know what I do? I take a run at my yellow one onto their red one.
Knap vrienden. Ja, dat er nog 2 toetsen is. Nog een keer de 4-voetslinie in is.
It's either that or bump it straight in.
Well, if we give up one, is it the end of the world?
No.
We can try this.
We just can't over curl it because we can't get this one out. That one's in.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Want to try it?
Yeah. It's half. It's, what?
Give it a try.
We're thinking bump back the yellow onto the red. We're thinking bump the yellow onto the red. For a deuce. Hit half a rock. We hit half a rock and we got it. I mean, there's a chance we'd give
That's
up.
what they're looking at. The danger
Yeah,
is they
there,
can't
but
afford to
we give up
drive
one,
it
we don't
straight
care. We
back
just
like
can't nose
this
it
and
and
take
peel
their
ours,
own
'cause
out.
that one's in. Yeah, 'cause there's
Then
two there.
Switzerland would like too.
I like that. I like it. Either that or you just bump it in for one. That's fine
Play
too.
the bump.
You want to play this? What do you like?
I guess it's safer to play this, right?
Well, you can bump it both ways, right?
Yeah.
We can cross it or whatever, right?
Yeah.
There?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, Kelley Law's initial thought agreed with your thinking. Play the angle raise and try and get two.
If that other Swiss rock was not in a biter, she would really do that. But she's just going to pump this one right back into here like that and take her one and get on to the
Give me
next
the
end.
same ice, a little more.
What we had there.
Okay. Okay.
Switzerland lying one.
Line's great.
Left. Gotta go. Yep. Yep.
Hurry!
Kelley Law attempting to push her own stone back into the ring.
Yes!
Yep!
Yes!
Hurry!
Good line, enough weight. Just enough. A lot of work for Canada to pick up one on end number 5, but at the midpoint of this World Championship game, Kelley Law leads by a point.
I knew it was there. You know what?
At Nokia, we've discovered that adjusting the color of your phone can be this easy. With Express-On color covers for the Nokia 5100 series wireless phone. Nokia. Connecting people.
Bill's family opened the store in '36. Now we're carrying on. Our customers feel free to ask questions. We've earned their trust. We're always on the go. We like it that way.
At True Value, you'll find a complete lineup of national manufacturing hardware and fasteners to get the job done right. Save $3 and stock up on Glad's Big Orange or Big Clear Garden garbage bags, $5.97 each. True Value. Help is just around the corner.
My hat's pink, my curling shoes are pink, and my phone is pink. My favorite color's pink. My name is Shorty Jenkins, and I make ice. Dave, you want to take the hand scraper start? First thing do I ask somebody where the closest Tim Hortons is.
When he's in town, he's in here every morning, early.
Well, I flood the ice, and then I go to Tim Hortons. And then I come back, flood the ice, and then I go back to Tim Hortons. Extra large double, please. I go back and forth all day long. It's the best coffee I've ever had.
Shorty's ice is by far the best ice in Canada, probably in the world.
Really? The cha-cha?
Yes. Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
And I also like to dance. She's dancing everybody else but me, and I'm very upset. This is where I'm most comfortable, right here, making my hot coffee. It's good. Really instantly warms up my hands. If there's a Tim Hortons in town, I'll guarantee you you're going to have good ice.
Welcome back to Scotland and a beautiful view of Kelleen Castle, overlooking the Firth of Clyde and home to the Marquess of Ailsa, here in the homeland of curling. And after 5 ends of play here at Braehead Arena in downtown Glasgow, it is so close. The Kelley Law Rink of British Columbia leading Luzia Ebnother of Switzerland by a score of 4-3. What a dramatic game it has been. We are still awaiting Kelley Law to join us here at center ice of the Braehead Arena. But clearly she has been struggling with the frost on the ice here. As we mentioned off the top of the broadcast, this arena had 77% relative humidity to start this broadcast to start this match, and it's already well into the 80s now, giving the curlers all kinds of trouble. And here's Kelley now. I want to ask you about that nerve-wracking shot there for the point in the 5th. Tell us about it.
Well, I think I threw a little less weight than my first one, so the girls really had to sweep it. But my first one, I guess I needed a little more ice. Thought I was going to make it and raise them in, so that wasn't good. But at least we made that one. We thought about playing the raise for 2, but it's better just to take our point and get out of the end.
A lot of discussion so far in the first 5 ends about the frost on the ice, the humidity here in the arena. Has it been difficult finding your draw weight and finding what weight will curl on a takeout weight?
Well, I think you just have to keep it in your mind that the weight will be the same. I mean, it looks frosty, but it's not. There have been some rocks, though, that have picked up a little bit of frost and dug in a bit more.
All right, Kelley, well, good luck the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Kelley Law of Canada leading Ebnother of Switzerland by a score of 4-3 after 5. Let's go to the booth now and Don.
Well, Mark, we anticipated this would be a hard-fought, close game, and indeed it has been, with Canada's Kelley Law leading by a single point. Will we see any real changes in the style of play over the final 5 ends?
Well, I don't think so. They're both very aggressive teams. I think the ice has got them a little bit confused. I think Canada's maybe throwing a little bit more weight on takeouts than they really need to, and that's confusing the team. Switzerland, they're playing very aggressive. They've had a couple of good chances, but they haven't capitalized. But it's going to come down to who makes the finesse shot, the hit and roll, and maybe get behind cover and score 2 or 3. That's a big end in this game, and whoever does that and whoever figures it out is going to win.
Well, it's been very difficult for either team to get into position to score more than 2 points through the first 5 ends. The final 5 should be interesting. Mark?
Indeed, Don, and here's the scoring recap for Luzia Ebnother of Switzerland. She scored a deuce in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, and trailing by just 1 to Kelley Law after 5 ends. And here she is right now. A lot of Canadians are impressed with your confidence here. This is the first time the Swiss have been in the women's final since '84, but you're playing with gusto and confidence.
Yeah, we're really having fun here, and we try to play our best curling, and the arena's great, the people are great, and let's do it.
The Canadians have struggled a bit with their draw weight, with their takeout weight, but you seem to be right on with yours.
It's quite not so easy today because the ice conditions are changing every minute, and we try to keep it on the ice.
Luzia, what is it like playing in a final of this magnitude, knowing your experience?
Yeah, it's really great. We're really enjoying it, and let's have fun.
All right, let's have fun. Good luck in the next 5 ends.
Thank you very much.
Luzia Ebnother of Switzerland down by 1 after 5 ends. When we come back, we'll go back in history and trace the roots of this game in Scotland.
Look out, motorists. Old Man Winter's out to get you.
You're cold and cruel and you don't fight fair. That's okay. See if I can.
No matter what winter throws at you, Prestone Antifreeze is how you fight back.
Hit me with your best shot.
Kick Old Man Winter in the teeth with the #1 way to fight corrosion and protect your aluminum radiator to 64 below.
Hit me with your best shot.
Get in the Prestone zone so nothing can stop you now.
Imagine this boomerang represents the pain of sensitive teeth. Brush with Sensodyne and it helps the pain go away. But stop brushing and the pain returns. But if you brush twice a day, every day, even when you don't have pain, Sensodyne maintains an invisible barrier that helps stop the pain from coming back. That's why it's #1 with dentists and hygienists for sensitive teeth. Sensodyne, twice a day, helps the pain stay away.
Quadra Action from Philish's has a unique combination of slots and holes, eliminating both long and short hairs at the stroke of a hand. It's waterproof, so it rinses clean. A virtually effortless shave. It saves energy for other things. The new Quadra Action from Philish's.
The piper's lonesome melody is a call to curl, heard round the world, a symbol of the game's Scottish heritage. This year it's a call to pilgrimage, home to Glasgow with centuries of tradition.
Within the last 20 years or so, a document was found that records a challenge between one of the monks in the abbey here, a man called John Sclater, and Gavin Hamilton, the abbot's representative. And the challenge was about throwing stones across the ice, which was on, I think, the flooded bank of the river just over here at a bit of Paisley called Orchard. And that was in February of 1541.
These are the oldest known artifacts of the Scottish invention. History traced from a crude hitting game to one of science and skill. First played outdoors on frozen lakes, bringing whole communities together, the gentry and the commoners.
That's what curling is all about. When you had big parish matches with 162 men a side, and everyone in the community was involved in curling. And if the laird, that is the local landowner, provided a pond for the curlers, that didn't mean that he skipped. If he was only fit to be lead, he led. On the ice, everyone is equal, is what curlers say, and I think it's no mean boast.
Scottish immigrants brought curling to Canada. Today, the world's leading nation with 1 million participants. The Scots envy the passion with which we embrace their game.
There's no better place in the world to actually go, play curling, watch curling. The fans over there are so knowledgeable about the game. And you get treated really well as well. I mean, one of the things that over there, the curling the big curling names, they're really well known. They're like famous people. But over here, it's pretty quiet.
It's quite remarkable that no bonspiel in Canada, it appears, is complete without at least a piper, if not a pipe band. And it is nice, yes it is, because I like people to realise that curling was one of Scotland's 3 great gifts to the world. The others, of course, being golf and whiskey.
A fascinating game, and at one point there were 2,500 curlers on one of those outdoor ponds hundreds of years ago. A great game, a tremendous game here today. Canada up by 1 after 5 ends.
And 8 curlers occupying center ice for this World Championship final. Canada leading Switzerland by a score of 4-3. 1988, the last time the World Championship was held in Glasgow, and at that time the women's championship and the men's championship were played separately.
It's dying a bit, eh?
The Summit Center was the site of the 1988 championship. Andrea Schopp defeated Heather Houston that year.
It looked, George. I could feel it, different patches.
And Canada obviously wants to play the rocks in the rings, kind of playing a defensive mode here, hoping that Switzerland will just make a pass at it and just exchange shots and continue on with the game. But Switzerland is going to play a little bit of a gambling type end. And I have always liked to play on even ends when I have last rock and gamble everything to get 2 points. And that's exactly what the Swiss are going to do, because you like controlling not only last rock, but you like to control the even ends if you can.
Kelley Law wants Diane Nelson, the lead, to cover the shot stone.
Yes, they'll leave it somewhere halfway between the house and the hog line and hope that the Swiss maybe make a few passes at it, and they'll just keep putting it up, making the Swiss waste rock.
A lot of room.
If they ever get a nose hit, then of course Canada would go around again.
Yep. We're tight. No, we're not. No, the line's fine. Okay. Nice shot, Di. Nice shot, Di.
That's about the right separation.
It's a really good shot. Nope. Nice shot, Di.
Well, Julie Skinner is always talking to her teammates and congratulated Diane Nelson on the shot she just played.
You know, this is exactly the same situation Ebnother played against Doherty Nordby in the other semifinal game. She was one down coming home, and she put up a, Doherty threw it in the 4-foot. She put up a corner guard, Doherty guarded, and they went around their corner guard, ignored the 2 rocks down. So we'll see if this still works out the same.
See any of it?
You can probably get it. If you get the guard, that's fine, right?
Absolutely.
You can throw board
crazy.
or hack.
No, it'll go crazy. I think
How much can you see? It'll come. Throw halfway.
Talk it over.
Thicker up here. Okay.
The thrower and the holder of the broom must know what weight they're going to throw.
Yep. Well.
Even if she takes the guard, it's not a bad shot.
Yep. Well.
Kelley Law said it would come at the finish.
Yep. Yep.
And here it comes.
Gotta roll it. Make sure we roll it.
Okay. Okay.
That's a nice field shot. That's a great touch shot.
I knew it was going to go sideways. Nice
By
shot.
Wheatcroft. See, not only that, she got a nice
that
roll,
feed?
took away the corner guard on the Swiss team. Swiss can't afford to gamble now. They got to get that rock out of there, or the guard.
There goes the guard and one of the other Canadian stones, but Canada is still left flying 2 as the rock that was promoted comes to rest in the 12.
And behind the corner guard.
Kelley Law looking to provide some protection for the shot stone from her second, Georgina Wheatcroft.
And the tough part for Canada, there's 2 corner guards out there, and if they don't guard this rock perfectly, the Swiss may be able to come down, hit and roll behind either one corner guard or the other. So it's very important that they try to guard this rock in the 4-foot dead on. They can't leave a corner open.
Really? Yeah. No, it's tight. It's really curling. It's really cranking.
Whoa.
Hey, George.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Wheatcroft skipped her own team for 10 years after leaving Pat Sanders, where she was 3rd, and then after losing to Law in the 1997 BC final, decided to hook up with Kelley. They've certainly had success.
And there is an opportunity here for Switzerland, maybe to make a triple kill.
Oh.
If they hit this rock correctly.
Fry has certainly thrown enough weight to do that.
Back.
1.
What's all?
2 out of the rings. Canada still has shot rock.
That's a pretty nice shot. You see she hits 3/4 of the rock, rolls over, freezes to the other rock. Actually, her rock spun a little bit, or she might end up shot rock.
This isn't bad.
Canada's going to have to deal with that.
Right around's fine. Yeah. We don't have a ton of time, but
Kelley's decided it's
I like going
time
around
for
it.
another look.
She
You can almost see the whole thing, right?
Open anyway.
I mean, if we nose it, that's not bad either. I don't like coming around it. Like we're lying one.
The inside of it's not bad.
Well, I know.
But then they can double ours.
I just don't want to do the shot for them, right?
Yeah.
So we're shot right now. We either guard it, so they got to jam ours back.
That's where I would go.
Right? I think I like that better.
Tight though, right?
Well, yeah.
They don't want to go around that one. At least Kelley doesn't want to go around it. She just wants to cover it up. You know, I've never been a big advocate of playing guards on rocks in the 12-foot.
That's the way. Gotta go.
Pretty good. Watch it.
So if they put a good guard on, the Swiss are just going to go around it.
Okay, tight.
It's tight.
Tight.
You guys.
Okay, all right.
You guys.
They don't want to nudge it back.
Okay, okay.
Haben wir den?
Was wollen wir?
This is where I would try to go right in there.
Mit dem Heck? Was meinst
Yeah,
But
I
you
would-
should be throwing the red
yeah,
rocks.
I put it right in there.
Dann nichts mehr, gell?
And I'll tell you why, even if you touch that one over,
hier mit dem
the
Heck
yellow
da,
one, and you might roll behind the other corner guard. And that's exactly what she's
Wat
calling.
voor de Lengie?
Heck.
Hack of the back. Hackway.
Ja. 6 ist gut.
See, she's just playing hack weight. She wants to make sure that she keeps her shooter in play here.
Oh, oh. Ja, ja. Hurry. Hurry. Oh.
Oh. Achtung.
Oh, nein.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, oh. Langer. Oh.
Hurry.
Switzerland now has the shot stone.
That's why I would have gone there if I was Canada. Let them play with that raised takeout. It's going to be in the open anyway if they hit it on an angle. That's why I go in behind the corner guard. At least force them away from that side.
The percentages in this championship game for either side have not been close to what they curled at during round robin competition. Switzerland at 66%, Canada at 63%.
Whoa.
See, there's that big weight again on takeouts.
Okay, Julie.
Was I up a bit? Again, not bad.
Yep.
Siehst du die Hälfte?
Ja.
Siehst du wie viel?
Sat there again, eh?
Sicher? Okay.
My damn rocks. Damn
Come on,
straight rocks.
Better than racking on the guard.
Gleiche Länge wie
Better
vorhin.
than racking on
Oh
the
yeah,
guard.
I agree.
Ja. Hurry.
Oh, they're going to have to go hard. It looked like she turned this one.
Hurry. Oh, oh, oh.
Zie je,
oh.
zie je.
Oh, she just got by the guard.
But she does not remove the Canadian stone. Switzerland lies one. Canada has second shot.
Okay. Okay.
Dann wieder vorne anhängen lassen, Gordon.
Warum? Ja, voll durchziehen, dass der sicher unser nachher Second ist.
Dann will er hat jetzt viel gehört.
Ja, wenn wir ihn voll durchziehen, dann bereicht er ihn mehr und der geht weiter raus.
Probier es an.
The trouble with rolling behind that guard, of course, is that the rock will be behind the tee line. It'll afford the Swiss team an opportunity to freeze to it. I think the critical thing here for Canada is just to hit it and stay there. Make them make a play out of it.
Whoa. Clean. Clean. Just clean. Whoa up, Dave. Clean. Whoa. 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 Good shot. Good shot, Kelley.
That is a good shot. He threw a lot of weight down there.
Good shot.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure I...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's good. That's what we wanted, right?
Don Diego Perrin, the
Sophie,
lead
yep,
for the
quick.
Swiss men's team, is joining us at ice level today to help us out with some translation. Diego, what situation are they talking about here? What situation do you think they find themselves in?
Well, right now they're playing the takeout, but just rock before she was thinking of just taking that front guard and then roll behind that right hand guard into the house, so she would have that free still and at the shot and then go for the takeout afterwards. But now she's just trying to hit that open white takeout.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Hurry! 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 Okay.
So now if Law removes this red stone, the best that Switzerland can do on end 6 will be a single point.
That way, that's not bad.
Well, she wants to make sure that she gets contact with it. But I'm sure she'd like a little bit of movement, Kelley, at the end, and maybe hopefully come down and hit this one here and maybe get a little bit of a movement over there to make the Swiss play a really delicate shot for their one.
Diego Perrin, whom we heard from a few moments ago with Mark, throws lead stones for Olympic champion Patrick Hurleman. And this was a tough competition for Hurleman and his Swiss teammates. They finished with a record of 4 and 5.
Whoa, up, Clean. Clean. Whoa. Whoa, up, Jake. Whoa. Yeah. Hurry. Shot, Kelley.
Just get on that a little bit earlier. She had a good shot at getting and roll behind cover.
Nice shot, Kelley.
Yeah, a little earlier, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, well. You don't want to get it too close to that one, though.
Then she's thinking of the double, right?
It's a tough double.
Nice shot.
It is a tough double.
You almost have to back up the shot stone.
Well, it's not that you're playing a whale on the 12-foot and you come across and try to hit that one on the 4-foot and move it all across the rings. That's too tough. I think you got to take your one here and hope you get a better chance in the 8th.
They have to save the shooter.
She's got a nice shot. I think she'll hang around. Yep, good hit. Lots of weight. Nice little roll.
A single point on end 6 for Switzerland, and this game again is tied.
Wood, leather, adrenaline. The new Lincoln LS, Motor Trend Car of the Year.
We came here for the rivers and mountains. Penny's our gardener. She's bloomin' smart, naturally. Folks come in, we know what they need. Drop by for some advice. I'll show you how to tie a fly.
Save $50 on this 40,000 BTU Fiesta barbecue with tank, now just $229.97. From Rubbermaid, save $5 on the 77-liter refuse container, now just $6.97. True value. Help is just around the corner.
Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas. Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas.
tough headache, it takes just one small thing to make you miserable. For fast relief, remember, one Advil is often enough. Advil, for today's tough pain.
Welcome back to Glasgow, Scotland, where an estimated 1,600 Canadian fans have traveled to watch these Ford World Championships, and it's so close here in the women's final, 4-4 after 6. We'll have the men's final for you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's Greg McCauley of Canada against Peter Lindholm of Sweden, the 97 world champion. McCauley beating the USA 11-3 in 9 ends in the semifinal today. Lindholm prevailing over Finland 9-2-8. So two high-powered clubs ready to do battle in the men's final tomorrow. Ready for the 7th end, and back to Don and Don.
Yes, we hope you join us tomorrow for the men's championship. But we still have 4 ends remaining in this women's championship game. Raspi was with the Swiss team at the World Championships last year in St. John, New Brunswick.
That rock was pulling slightly off the center line. I think this is the time maybe kind of get right at it. They've played a lot of interns down here, Don. And the 3rd end, the 5th end, the 7th end, and I think now they should have it aced as far as how much room to take to get around if they got their draw weight. And I think they just got to start piling them in there, force the Swiss to maybe make some mistakes.
It's got room. Lots of room. Weight only, guys. Line's good. Line's good.
Gotta go. Line.
All right, guys. Wait. She's on the back here.
Okay.
Good shot.
Just can't seem to get him in the right
94.
spot. Another 6 feet more weight, that would have been a beautiful shot. 2 rocks in the free guard zone. You'll see Swiss taking about 3 more inches of ice, hoping that Raspi can throw about 6 feet more weight.
Since Doherty Nordby's victory in 1991 in Winnipeg, this women's world championship has been dominated by Sweden and Canada. Elizabeth Johansson of Sweden winning it 4 times during that span. And of course, the late Sandra Schmirler winning it 3 times.
Now here's the difference in the ice. Switzerland took about 3 inches more ice. She had dead 4-foot weight. You never brushed it all the way down. And she missed that guard by at least 4 feet. So you can see how tough it is reading the ice if you get outside that 4-foot area.
And Don, outside of Sandra Schmirler, only one other Canadian has been victorious in the 90s. That was Marilyn Bodo in 91.
Marilyn Bodo in 94, pardon me, 96
Yes,
in Hamilton, 91 in Winnipeg. Nordby was the winner, putting together back-to-back championships.
But an indication that a Canadian victory is no longer as obvious or automatic as it once was.
Gonna have to go hard on this one if she's gonna make contact.
Just enough to remove it.
Yeah, I don't think she got out there at all. As soon as it came out of her hand, they were yelling, hurry.
Physically, you have to make the shots in championship games.
No, it's too
The
far out.
European teams always seem to be so well prepared mentally for title games.
Well, they really are. They get up. They don't have as much a mental strain to get out of their country. Like, they play very few games compared to the Canadians.
We're there.
And,
How's the weight?
you know, they want to get up, and they do get fired up. And they are mentally tough people to curl against, whether it's male or female.
Lot. Weight's good.
This one looks like it's got a nice line.
Let's go sideways.
That's what you want. Going sideways right now.
Nice shot, George.
That's a beautiful shot. See, that's where they want them. 2 feet in front of the
74.
center line, the tee line, and behind cover.
You talked about how tough it is for Canadian teams not only to get out of their club and into the provincial playdowns and then into the nationals. Kelley Law and her Richmond Winter Club teammates have played 40 games along the championship trail. This is number 40. They have a record of 31-8 during that time.
See, that's how tough it is. 40 games. You got to stay mentally tough, throw the rock perfect, make the hits and roll for 40 games to get out of your country. That is tough early. Those are tough conditions. Canada wants a little bit of a bounce out of this one. That's a pretty nice weight shot. Now somehow on this shot, this sets up the hole. The whole end is going to depend on this shot here.
Get there.
Wheatcroft has got to get to the inside of that red one somehow. Inside, not the outside, inside. She's got to come across the face of it. Just punch this one back, maybe to the back of the 8 foot. Even if she corner freezes it, it's not a bad shot.
Whoa for line, no line. Hack, close, close.
She's got lots of room, lots of room, lots of room.
Hack, right up, hammer. Curl here. Yes.
Ah, that's a great shot. Boy, they never laid a brush on all the way down. They started a bit of brushing and they called him right off it. Great shot by Georgina Wheatcroft.
I knew she could get there.
Oh, you can get there. Look at that. She's on the inside of that. And she played back 12-foot weight. Switzerland's going to have to chase Canada now this end.
We're down to third stones and a 4-4 tie on end number 7.
See the advantage of having the rocks in front of the tee line? If she freezes to this one, she's third shot rock. The critical part for the Swiss on this rock, she can't afford to bounce off it and roll into the open. She's got to freeze to this rock. It's way out there.
Back. T-line, mit den hinteren Enden. Ja.
She's not going to come to the face of it. They might as well take it around. 2 rocks.
It comes to rest for second shot.
I can't roll in?
No.
Okay.
Normal.
Kelley wants Skinner to take
If I roll out, eh?
the play
Stick with the
away
wing.
from that 4-foot
Absolutely.
with her shooter.
Now you can ruin this whole end if you hit and stay right there. You have to roll. To the outside preferably.
Off, Dave.
She's throwing a ton of weight.
She's gonna tighten me up.
Oh.
That's good. Nice shot. Here you go, Julie. That's good.
Ah, gleich, bis da. Okay.
I never like giving a player the same shot twice in a row because they're going to make it good on the other side, as good as they can make it the second time around.
Siehst zu wenig, gell, wieder drauf.
Mark, can Diego tell us what they might be planning?
Wie fühlt sie von
Yeah, I think there's a little disagreement between Skip and the third. I think what she wants to do is just freeze to that front one, and if she bounces off, it gives Canada the chance to hit and roll behind those guards. She's in real trouble. So I think she has to open that yellow guard that she has up front there.
That's what she's playing.
And the guard is the stone that is removed.
still allows Canada a great opportunity here. That's where you want to go, right in there. Even if they peel one of them off, it's not bad, but get it around that guard a little bit. Expose maybe half of that front block in the 8-foot.
Pass away. Lots.
Don't
No
bump
line.
it.
Lots around. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just
Whoa,
here,
you
guys.
Oh, she's got a ton of weight.
Whoa. Whoa.
Gotta dig
it's got
in.
Tons. Whoa.
Now it's starting to come over good time.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, 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 yep. Yep.
Good shot. Exactly where we drew it.
That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good.
I guess so, Julie. Take that
Holy,
every
that
time.
went sideways.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Boy, it's set up beautifully now. This is a huge
I was trying
shot.
to be tight, but if it slipped in,
Yeah.
and it went
Ebnother.
sideways, that's
Yeah.
not perfect, right?
Yeah.
Is 11.
Somehow she has to make a double out of this to get to the
Met
end.
zijn dribbel.
Even a double, she's not in good shape.
Dat is einfach schön auf der ersten eigentlich. Probier es.
Diego, what are they saying?
She even thinks that if she goes by really close to that guard, she can even make the triple, which I don't think is possible. But she's trying to go for that one now.
I agree with you, Diego. The way they're lined up,
No way.
don't think she can get 3.
She give it a big backswing there too, which means she was really going to throw a lot of weight. She has.
She might just get 1.
Same sheet, same shot. Exactly the same spot again. Keep her throwing at them.
Wat speelt ze, oder? Ja.
You may want to stop a little bit shorter this time, maybe a little bit out in front, but there's always the danger. Switzerland may play the run back on their own there, so that's why they got to get to that
Hit the
position.
broom, Kelly? Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was in the 7th end against Scotland in the semifinal where Kelley Law made 2 great shots that really set the stage for a 10-6 victory eventually. And this is the 7th end of the final against Switzerland. And this could be a very definite turning point in the game.
What she wants to do, she wants to make sure she pulls it back by that red guard to eliminate the run back. If she stops beside it, I'm telling you, Switzerland will play the run back. So you got to take that shot away from them, and the way you do it is get just in front of the 12th.
Where are you?
Oh, she got a lot of weight.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh,
No line.
Whoa.
she might as well bounce them around somehow.
Play the tick.
Yeah!
Play the tick is right.
Yes! Hooray! Right over. That's fine, Kelly.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Not bad, but not great. A little bit of a pocket there. They could draw down into it. You've ruined the whole end, but
It's not bad, it's
knowing
not great.
this Swiss skip, I think she'll throw the double.
Too much weight. Sorry. It's really keen down there now. Yeah, sorry. That's okay.
Da noch ein so, hä? Dass unser besser ist als der. Ja, auf jeden Fall. Du wirst es sein. Ja, probieren. Hä? So und so, hä? Direkt einen da unten braucht es nicht wirklich. Ich würde nicht. Willst du Fussen?
Diego Perrin of the Swiss men's team helping us with translation this evening here in Switzerland.
Yeah, she seems to be a little afraid of playing that freeze on that shot rock. So she's trying to go for the double now. She really has to be cautious with that shot. If she hits it too thin, then she crosses the face and then rolls out. So she really has to have half of that stone in order to get the double.
The other thing she doesn't want to do, she's trying to come down here and hit this one and get into that area. But the danger for her, if she ever hits it and drives it onto that back one, Canada could have a wide open hit for 4, but she needs movement on this one. If she throws any kind of weight, where she's holding the brush, that's where she'll hit it. But she loves these shots, and I'm telling you, she can make them.
Well, I know that Dordy Nordby of Norway thought she had a berth in the final, all but wrapped up in the semifinal yesterday when Ebnother threw her final stone and made a very good double to pick up 2.
Here it comes. This is the biggest shot of this game so far.
Connie.
She's way out there. She's not going to get the double, the inside roll, I'll tell you that. Whoa, look at that. Oh, boy, that thing just curled at the last minute. I thought she was on the high side all the way down. That could be a game saver. Look at this. They never touched it. Never touched it a bit.
Okay, perfect.
That's unbelievable.
So now Kelley Law has no alternative but to try and draw for a piece of the button to try and get 2.
You know, there's an old saying, cliche. That's why we got the shooting last.
Yeah, I hate bumping the red under the... No, that's not a bad call. Hate bumping
Bump it
the
up?
red 'cause it curls
Yeah,
so
do you
much.
like that? Yeah?
Yeah, let's just bump up the yellow.
Yeah. How's
I
that?
like that better. Okay.
They're going the other way,
All
and they're
we
going
need to move
to
it is like 2
nudge
inches.
the Yellowstone, hopefully, to pick up 2.
Well, that's the safe side, because if she ever plays the in turn and it cuts a little bit, she may end up raising the Swiss in for 1. So this is a good call. If she hits half a rock, she'll end up getting 2.
This end had the makings of potentially a big end for Canada.
Hurry!
Well, Kelley's first one was the bad one. It wasn't a bad shot, but it didn't work out for her.
Will they get past the guard? There appears to be room if they can brush it hard enough.
Oh, she's light.
I didn't have to wait.
It's a little light. Yeah, it's a little
Just
light.
rubbed the guard, and it's a pickup of 1. So Ebnother bailed herself out with her final stone. She trails by 1.
In racing or on the road, top quality replacement parts are a must, which is why I recommend the full range of UAP Napa parts. UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
With its built-in phone directory, alarm clock, calendar, and optional vibrating alert, you'll discover the easy-to-use Nokia 6100 series wireless phone is very helpful at planning your day. Nokia. Connecting people.
Here's what happens inside high horsepower engines. They get hot. Hot enough to turn firemen into ice cream truck drivers. You don't play with heat like this. You get Quaker State High Performance, a synthetic blend for high horsepower engines. It's been tested. Actually, it's been barbecued. For pure maximum protection, nothing's better. Quaker State, sensible technology. What more do you need to know?
My hat's pink, my curling shoes are pink, and my phone is pink. My favorite color's pink. My name is Shorty Jenkins, and I make ice. Dave, you want to take the hand screamer start? First thing do I ask somebody where the closest Tim Hortons is.
When he's in town, he's in here every morning, early.
Well, I flood the ice, and then I go to Tim Hortons. And then I come back, flood the ice, and then I go back to Tim Hortons. Extra large double, please. I go back and forth all day long. It's the best coffee I've ever had.
Shorty's Ice is by far the best ice in Canada, probably in the world.
Really? The cha-cha?
Yes. Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
And I also like to dance. She's dancing everybody else but me, and I'm very upset. This is where I'm most comfortable, right here, making my hot coffee. It's good. Really instantly warms up my hands. If there's a Tim Hortons in town, I'll guarantee you you're going to have good days.
In racing or on the road, top quality replacement parts are a must, which is why I recommend the full range of UAP Napa parts. UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
3 ends remaining in this Women's World Championship game. Canada leading by a score of 5-4. Canada has won the Women's World title on 10 previous occasions. Switzerland just twice. Gabby Casanova won for Switzerland in 1979, the first year of competition. Erika Muller won in 1983. Do you remember that game, Don?
Yes, I certainly do.
18-3 over Norway. Game played in Moose Jaw.
And Canada's percentages, Don, have slipped down to, as a team, 60%.
We're out there a bit, though.
And Switzerland is curling 71% as a team.
During the round robin, Canada curled at 80%, and Switzerland was 74%. So it's quite a drop for the Canadian team compared to what they did in the round robin. And they've got Julie Skinner at only 48%.
I got 78 on that. Oh, frost. Watch the snow.
Well, they've had their chances. They had a chance that particular end to score 3.
Achtung.
Great shot. But Ebnother got him out of trouble, the Swiss team. So Canada's got to keep pecking away. Maybe force the Swiss to take one here, and they'll get another chance for 3 in the 9th. I always like to score my big ends in the 9th end or 10th end. Never want to do it too early. Then play defense for the whole game.
I talked about the 2 Swiss women who have won the championship, the Canadian champions, Marge Mitchell in 1980, Connie Laliberti in 1984, Linda Moore in 85, Marilyn Bodo in 1986, and again in 1996, Pat Sanders in 1987, Heather Houston in 1989, and Sandra Schmirler in 93, 94, and 97.
Way out there.
Wait, very short. Just the line.
Yeah, hard. Looks like hard for weight.
Just the line.
Yep. Hey, Di. Good one. Shot. Boy.
The amazing thing, Diane Nelson at the beginning, after 3 ends, was 100%. And now she slipped right down to 64%. So they're just struggling a bit. They just got to just bear down a little harder. You know, you curl all your life to get to this position, playing a world championship in a final. Takes one shot that can turn it around.
Oh. Hier. Achtung.
Crosby has too much weight.
Yeah, she's well to the back.
Just touching the back line, it would appear.
Go right around it, George. Make it good.
And stays in play.
Make it good.
That's from this angle, it looks like it's out, but it's actually in.
There's the comparative number. Wheat crop.
How's the
round
weight?
robin play and
Gotta
her
go.
percentage today.
Yep. Where is it? Is it short? Where is it?
Boy, they're sweeping this one. Archie's got a beauty if they can get it by.
Hurry. Okay, George. It's all right.
Just a touch.
Well, not bad, because at least it got it by that front one, as opposed to sitting in front of it. In front of it, a double was there.
It's really tightening up there. It's heavy.
Go. Go. Nít lang đi. Go. Go. Hurry.
The guard comes into play. A break for Canada.
Your line is pretty good.
Well, the nice thing about it, that guard hung around just off the center line, so now Canada's got an opportunity to put it on the other side of the center line, and they'll have good protection on those two in the 8 foot. So.
What'd you get?
Fans from all across Canada taking in the action here at the Braehead Center in Glasgow.
Just clean, just clean.
You got lots.
Right here.
You got lots.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, just let it die. Let it die.
Good shot, George. Hey, George. Okay. There's patches right now. Yeah. Really hard patches.
Yeah.
For draw weight? Yeah, it's very patchy.
She's talking about patches. Does she mean that there are areas on the ice where there's a little more frost?
It's a certain area that maybe that they're throwing the rocks down is a little bit heavier. Because of the frost. Ooh, that's a break for Canada. A huge break. Now there's a guard on the center line that moved the red, yellow one over a little bit. Canada's line 2. Now if they put a guard,
Yep.
there's no access for Switzerland.
Pretty keen down that path, eh, George? That went pretty far. Yeah. It's pretty keen.
See, it's really interesting. Julie Skinner said it was getting a little bit heavier. Now they said it's really getting a little bit faster down there. So there's little spots in the ice that you have to really concentrate hard on.
Way out there.
How is it?
Whoa, then.
A lot of
Lots
weight.
of line. Tons of line. Are we going around?
Whoa. It's dying.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, we're not. No.
Whoa.
Whoa, right off.
Right off. Whoa.
Okay. Okay, Julie.
They had to kind of overlap that red one to take away the raised takeout by Switzerland. But by stopping beside it, you see, now she's got she has to play it. She's got no other shot.
Or off it and it would have sat. That's fine. I was saying whoa because I knew it was perfectly right there.
And could there be a raised takeout double here?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. That's why they had to overlap that yellow one. She hits this one right on the nose. She'll make the double, be line 2.
And behind cover.
Yes. And, you know, the game is mental as well as making good shots. They're making some mental mistakes.
Oh.
Both yellow rocks roll out of the rings. Switzerland lies one.
You see it just curls in time. Makes a great race takeout. Her own shooter stays. Line 2.
For a moment, it looked as though Strauzak might hit the pocket between those
Do you see all of
two
that?
stones sitting out front.
Yeah, but I can't get in.
No. How about this?
Yeah, I like that. I can
See,
go
they're-
the same weight then, can I?
Raise that one. They can hit it fairly thin and still drive it behind cover. Just a matter where they're putting the broom now, whether it's going to curl or not. They just don't want to touch it. They have to hit about half a rock, it'd be great.
Line's tight. Line's tight.
No line.
Whoa.
Nothing.
Whoa, whoa.
Nothing.
Whoa, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's got to curl.
Whoa.
Right off.
Right off.
Right off.
George.
I got it.
Got it. Whoa. Whoa.
And Skinner does raise the Yellowstone into the rings for a shot.
It's right in the hole.
Julie said she raised
Shot,
it
Julie.
right into the hole. I don't know whether there's a hole
pretty
there.
narrow hole.
So tracky down there. Hey. The draw weight is.
Come on, vamos.
I throw that weight a little more toward the center on my first one, and it's like just over the hard line because it gets into that frosty bit right there, right?
Ebnother now
good.
moving out to take a look at the
I got it
angle
in there, right?
of the red stone onto the yellow stone. And the task is being assigned to third.
That's what they're looking
Nicole
at.
Strauzak.
2 padrão. Selfie. Before.
That's what they're looking at.
Oh.
Boy, she really pitched that one.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
She's close. She's close.
Excellent shot by Strauzak. And boy, has she made 2 beauties on this 8th end.
Well, that's the difference so far in this game is they're making them, and Canada's having a little bit of a problem, but there's still a chance for Canada to get out of this mess. Look at the beautiful shot. It's a right angle, right on the nose. Actually gets a little bit of a roll on the one she raised, and now she's perfectly in bind cover.
That billiards experience coming into play.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Canada's got to gamble now for all they're worth. They got to hope they can put this rock right in that position. Hope that it moves by this guard and curls big time to get behind cover. They can make the shot. There's a good chance they could get 4 on them.
It's a pretty long guard, so I think that's good to get around. Okay.
So that innocuous looking stone sitting at the back of the 12-foot could be a factor.
Line's good.
Change the rule in curling. It has to be full in the 12-foot before they get a point for that.
Whoa, no line.
You're saying no line.
Close. Line's good.
It should move big time at the end for her.
Line's good.
Now they got to go with it. They got to go with it, take it, even take deep. Take it hard.
Good shooting by Kelley Law to put the stone behind cover.
That's a wonderful shot. She went by that guard by lots, though.
Nice shot.
Beautiful shot is right.
Die wäre Guard machen. Guard? Ja, richtig. Und schau, was sie macht. Sie soll zuerst die Guard spielen, wenn sie nicht perfekt bringt. Können wir auch noch über ein Rot.
Diego, help us out.
Einfach auf dieser Seite da.
She can't see anything of
Muss
that
ich
yellow
einfach ein
stone
bisschen
anymore.
mit dem aufpassen,
She's
aber
trying
ich
to
muss
open the guard
da
now.
musst du mit dem aufpassen.
And she just hopes that then the Canadian skip is going to miss that guard, or if it's over curling, then she would have an open takeout. But chances are slim, I know, because Canada's really playing well.
I always hate running back an opposition rock. I like to raise rocks or bang rocks around using my own rocks that are out in front. If she hits this wrong, she could drive it on her own 2 red.
Huh?
Trying to hit. She wants to drive that one right back onto the other yellow one.
But importantly, she wants to get rid of the guard.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hurry. Oh.
She's going to drive it back, but at an angle.
That's it.
Well, now, the question is the best guard in the house second shot rock?
Okay, schön.
Or do you play a guard?
Tipptopp. Gute Länge, schön kontrolliert.
Ask Diego what he'd play.
No, I know we can't go there. It's either that or we try to split and we rub off of that and try to bump it back, rub in. But we can't leave her a double, right?
No, well, she can run that back.
Yeah.
Get to the inside?
Yeah. And bump it back. We just have to get to the inside of it, though.
Okay.
And
Yeah, we
bump
can
it
do
way
that.
back.
Yeah.
How much weight? Like back 8?
Yeah, just back 8, right?
Okay, because you have here.
Yeah, you can't set them up.
So I think we need way less.
Yeah, right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
maybe even a little less.
in for a penny, in for a pound, I always say.
Is that good? That's good?
And they're trying to come
It'll
down
curl,
here with
Julie.
this, just
Okay.
kind of move this one back into this area and hope that their shooter gets into this area somewhere.
Yeah.
They don't want to stop in front of it. They don't want to
Watch the
stagger,
line
because
on
if
the
they
back
do,
red
then it's
one.
an automatic hit for 4.
Well, no, but, you know, we can't set up a double, right?
That's the danger of grouping the rocks in
They
the same,
touch left.
same spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last end, Switzerland dodged a bullet. This end, can Canada dodge the bullet?
No
Final
line
stone
yet.
from Kelley Law on end number 8.
Line's good.
enough room.
She can get to it.
Is there enough room to come by her own and make the double?
It's okay. Oh, yeah. Just need a little more weight, a little more line, lead to curl a little more.
Ebnother and Strauzak are looking at that possibility.
I don't think she can get by thin enough to make the double.
What are they thinking, Diego?
She thinks she can make that shot. If she just gets by that guard really close, she can make it, she thinks.
Oh, what a huge shot this is.
Yeah, she really thinks she can make that shot. If she puts enough weight on that shot, she can make that, she thinks.
Canada needed a little bit more roll to the right-hand side. Or to hit the one that they hit, drive it back a little bit further. Georgina Wheatcroft having a look at it.
Kommt eigentlich recht schön, gell? Darf man nicht Sport nehmen? Ja. Lieber am Schluss noch ein bisschen ab. Ja. 12? Ja. Okay, gut.
Well, she's really going for that shot now. She says to Luzia that she has to be really cautious about that because it's curling really a lot at the end, and if you take it too late, then it's over curling and she hits that front rock.
But that looks like a lot of ice to me to play a double, to hit the rock on the inside. Mind you, it depends on how she releases it. I don't know whether she can do that. I don't know whether she can make this shot. She might make contact with that back one, but I don't know whether she'll push the rock out of the rings.
This could be the game, either way, right here.
Oh, she's close. It's hanging out. It's still on the center and not coming. No, she's not going to get it.
Okay. Wet up.
It's a steal of one for Canada.
Whoa.
And Canada, with 2 ends remaining, has opened up a 2-point lead.
Look out, motorists. Old Man Winter's out to get you.
You're cold and cruel and you don't fight fair. That's okay. See if I can.
No matter what winter throws at you, Prestone Antifreeze is how you fight back.
Hit me with your best shot.
Kick Old Man Winter in the teeth with the #1 way to fight corrosion and protect your aluminum radiator to 64 below.
Hit me with your best shot.
Get in the Prestone zone so nothing can stop you now.
If I didn't care more than words can say, if I didn't care, would all this be true? If I didn't care for you.
Next year, Nokia will bring the most prestigious curling event in the universe to Ottawa for 9 unforgettable days. Nokia Brier 2001. Be among the first 2001 fans to purchase a full event package, and you'll receive a collector's edition pin commemorating the first ever Nokia Brier. Begin your 2001 Odyssey now by calling one of these numbers or visit us online. Nokia Brier 2001. The Odyssey has begun.
When you've got a tough headache, it takes just one small thing to make you miserable. For fast relief, remember, one Advil is often enough. Advil, for today's tough pain.
Preparation H. It shrinks hemorrhoids to help stop the suffering.
Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas. Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas.
Anxious moments for the women on the ice, but perhaps even more so for the husbands of two of the Canadian women, Bruce Law on the left and Mark Wheatcroft on the right. What a huge point, though, for Canada on end number 8, stealing one to take a 2-point lead into the ninth.
Well, they had their opportunity in the 7th end. Unfortunately, they didn't capitalize on it. And as I said earlier, Switzerland dodged a bullet in the 7th end, and Canada definitely dodged a bullet here in the 8th.
Well, Kelley Law has obviously gone to the dressing room because Julie Skinner is holding the broom for this delivery by Diane Nelson.
That's good position.
Good shot, Guy. Nice shot.
Good shot is right. Get it in there. Switzerland is definitely going to throw up some corner guards. They're going to have to deal with that one in the top of the 12th foot eventually.
Thank you.
So right now it's a 3-member Canadian team. And here comes Kelley making a late return.
Right. Now, hurry. Hurry. Quick. Quick. Okay, that's your issue. Okay.
Well, I always like scoring in the 8th end, kind of take control. I mean, 3-guard zone, naturally there's going to be lots of rocks in play, and it's never over till it's over. But I always like scoring on the 8th end. Control the even ends. Even if they get 2 here, even if the Swiss get 3, you're not in bad shape. You have the advantage of having that last rock playing the even end.
Lots line. Where's the weight?
Weight's there.
Lots.
Okay.
Whoa.
Weight's pretty good.
We go around. That's coming up. Oh.
Carol. Okay.
One of the features of the ice that Shorty Jenkins and Hans Withrich have provided here at the Braehead Center, there's a lot of movement at the finish.
Yes, that's what you want. You know, you can let the rock glide for a long way, let it stay straight, and then brush it a little bit. And then when you want it to curl, just lift your brushes. It'll curl right nicely in behind guards. Shorty and Hans are magicians with ice. They can do anything.
Go. Lidt langt. Go. 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 Hurry. Hurry. That's it.
Nadia Raspi
Roll this way,
removing
Jordan.
the Canadian stone in the rings to become shot.
Normal. Whoa. 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 Whoa, radar.
Go the other way.
Good shot.
They were hoping to get a bit of a roll.
Well, I don't think they want to roll around the corner guard because that's danger over there. If they roll in there and don't completely bury it. And of course, Switzerland will come in right in behind and freeze on top of it. So better they sit there because Switzerland wants to hit and roll now.
Go. Go. Oh. Whoa. Go. Whoa. Back. Achtung. Oh, back. Back.
The shooter also rolls out of play. Try removing one Canadian stone. Time to run the other corner guard.
Absolutely. This is a good call by Kelley. You know, a lot of people say, well, yeah, you know, you're 2 up, you got 1 in the house, maybe go in around that corner guard, get 2 before up coming home. That's the danger, Rock. You got to get rid of it. Hopefully you got to get rid of it.
Okay.
They didn't want a nose hit.
No, they didn't. You're scoring
you gotta
4
go in a little bit.
points
A little bit,
for
yeah.
that shot. You would give Georgina Wheatcroft 0.
You're tough.
I am tough. And I really don't know why Switzerland is hitting this rock and rolling, trying to roll behind. Why they don't just draw in behind. Canada peels off the guard. Then you go around that one that's in the 12 foot. You don't hit this one.
Yeah. Oh.
Will they save the shooter? No.
That's it.
When you're down 2 points, you're not hitting rocks. You're putting rocks in play, manipulating them, hope the other team makes a mistake so you can get 2.
I like that. I won't be heavy.
Or we can go here.
No. They got the hammer. Let's go around it.
Okay.
Yep. Well, it's touching the 4 foot almost. So I tried for 4.5, and you guys can sweep it.
I like Julie's attitude. You guys can sweep it. There's a little bit of a dangerous call here.
Line's a
my
little
way of
tight.
thinking. You're 2 up, you got pretty good control.
Line's tight. Room.
You know, what does the
Line's
opposition do if you peel that one off? They put it out in front or do they come in the house?
Room now.
They come in the house, you hit it.
Lots of room.
Right up.
Sit.
That's not very good. That's behind the line. You've just set up 2 points. Not only have you got a guard to go behind, but you've got a rock behind the tee line. Better. You're not going to run off the guard. Go over to the open side.
25.
She was calling line, but it wasn't.
And we talk about the tee line constantly during the telecast. That's the line that intersects the center line right through the button.
See, for our viewers, if that rock was that much in front of the tee line and you close to it, you wouldn't be shot. This way, behind the tee line, it's easy. Just come right up to it.
Tee line.
Then try to get it out past it.
Achtung, warte, wenn's gleich. Ja. Oh. Ja, Achtung. Tee line. Hurry. Hurry. Tee. Hurry. Richtig. Hurry. Richtig. Achtung. Richtig. Oh. Oh.
Strauzak now comes down on top of the Canadian block to become shot.
Quick boost. How's the weight?
Lots of room.
Yes.
Tons of room.
Oh, room.
Tons of room is right, because the rock is not curling over in that area.
Rim.
Whoa, guys.
Whoa, right on. Okay, Julie. Oh. Damn. It's okay.
Well, that's the danger of going around the guard. They should never have done that to start off with. Now, if Swiss hit this rock and roll to the inside, you got major problems.
Ja, 4.
You could be 1 down coming home.
Nicht schlecht, oder? Der da. Ja, ist gut. Hey, auch wenn ihr... Oder so wie vorhin. Gut. So wie vorhin? Ja. Okay.
Diego, a bit of analysis for us, if you will, please.
She just wants to run it straight back. Just a little tap back on that shot rock.
Achtung, richtig. Ja. Hurry.
Boy, for some reason or another, this rock really is moving big time.
Oh, got past the guard.
Boy, that rock took off a little bit. She might have turned it a bit because it wasn't curling very much in that area. And now it's, because she turned it a bit, it curled big time for her. Well, now.
Hey, guys.
Well, Canada can get it in that area. They're really out of the end. And that was a huge break for Canada. Huge.
Yeah. This will be good. Hey, guys. It's right up there, eh?
Confident attitude of the skip. This will be good, she said to Georgina Wheatcraft and Diane Nelson.
Close for line. Close for line.
She's a little further out than
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa, Rita.
She's got lots of room.
Whoa. Whoa, Rita.
Maybe too much weight.
Yeah, she's strong. She's well to the back.
Quick, hurry.
It's not a good shot at all.
Okay, Kelly.
Wow.
Sorry,
now
guys.
there's a chance for a double, and Switzerland will be lying 3.
It's fast. It's really fast down there. That's a double.
Okay. Ganz so in der Mitte. Ja, genau. So gut. Ja.
Well, for Swiss, they could come down and hit this rock right in here, and she would get a lot of action on her shooter and maybe spin it over that area there and leave those other two right behind the guard.
Dann schauen wir, was sie nachher machen. Dann haben wir die Schutzecken und so.
But I think she's trying to hit it on the inside. Going across the face of it. She's going across the face of it. She may not make the double. She maybe just push the other Canadian rock over a bit.
Ja, ja. Ja. Oh, oh.
Got a ton of weight.
Well, she likes throwing big weights, and this one is on target. And the shooter rolls over, and Switzerland lies 3. You called it, Don.
You cannot get a better result of a shot than she just got. She hit it right in the crotch, a lot of overspin on it. You'll see it spin up in towards the house. Look at this. She hits the rocks in the back of the 8-foot. Look where her shooter ends up.
Okay.
Further up than the rock she hit.
Well, there aren't as many Swiss fans in attendance at the Braehead Arena, but with the shot by Ebnother, they were ringing the cowbells and waving the Swiss flags.
One thing you don't want to do, you never want to let a team back in the game by making a strategy error. And I think, really, if they had a look at this, Kelley Law would never have gone around that corner guard, or should never have gone around that corner guard. Now she has to make a great shot on wide ice to be tied up coming home. If she stays right there, Swiss will have an open hit for 2.
Right up! Yep! Yep! Whoa! Whoa! Yep! Yep!
Kelley Law trying to double the 2 red stones at the back. Just one. And that's second shot.
She was yelling whoa, right? Okay. Damn. What were you yelling? I was yelling whoa from sitting in it.
Trophy.
Well, for the Swiss, they got exactly the same shot that Kelley Law just played. It's just a question of how much weight they're going to play.
So, gut. Also der kürzer kommen, nein, ist nicht nötig, oder? Normal 12.
The danger for Ebnother is that she could drive it back onto her own stone.
That's right, she could hit it on the high side.
But if she can push it through cleanly, she will be 1 up heading home.
Super 12, ja.
That yellow stone sitting out there, that's the one that got them into trouble on this end.
Well, that and the fact that Julie Skinner, with her draw, went behind the tee line. Well, we'll see if they can dodge another bullet here.
Boy, quite a hush falls over the Braehead Arena as Ebnother delivers the final stone of N9.
Zie je, bootsen, bootsen. Oh, back, back, back.
It has to move to avoid driving it back onto the Swiss stone. And that is a break for Canada, as the Swiss pick up 2 on end 9, and it's tied, heading to the 10th.
In racing or on the road, top quality replacement parts are a must, which is why I recommend the full range of UAP Napa parts. UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
Quadra Action from Phillies has a unique combination of slots and holes, eliminating both long and short hairs at the stroke of a hand. It's waterproof, so it rinses clean. A virtually effortless shave. It saves energy for other things. The new Quadra Action from Phillies.
At every one of our hotels, we welcome the hard-working business traveler. Comfort Inns provide excellent value and friendly service. Quality hotels offer special executive rooms and in-room coffee. Econo Lodges give you a good room at a good rate. And all feature our guest satisfaction guarantee.
Hi, hon. Don't you love the couch over there?
No. Choice Hotels. All the signs of a great hotel.
In racing or on the road, top quality replacement parts are a must, which is why I recommend the full range of UAP Napa parts. UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
Will the World Championship trophy be heading to Canada for an 11th time? Or will it make a shorter journey to Switzerland for only the 3rd time? Canada and Switzerland deadlocked at 6, playing this 10th and final end here at the Braehead Center in Glasgow. Kelley Law acknowledged during the break to her teammates. They got a break in the 8th end when they stole one. And she said, we got another break on the 9th, giving up just 2.
Yep. Now they have to sit and settle down. I overheard them talking between ends. We got 10 minutes. We got lots of time. Relax. We got hammer. We got hammer. So they know what they have to do with it. For Switzerland, they have to get something out in front. Try to steal the game-winning point.
This opening offering by Nadia Rosmi is struggling to reach the hog line.
Okay, super.
There's one thing about being that far up. It's a lot easier to play the kick shot. You cannot remove that one, but if you can move it over towards the board somehow, then you should really do that coming across the face of it, as opposed to trying to tick it over on the high side. And you play the shot just maybe with hack weight. No more, no less.
Hack! Whoa. No line. No line. Right off. Okay. Hack!
This is one of the really difficult shots. And Redstone is going to be pushed back into the rings.
Perfect.
And of course, in the rings, it can be removed.
Sweep it right out on
but the Swiss want to take it out.
Oh, close.
And so it can be replaced.
Good try, Di.
Now, we saw during round
just
robin
needed to
play,
curl.
as a matter of fact, Greg McCauley did it a couple of times,
Yeah.
raising
Yeah, it was
the
forward.
opposition
I
stone
said hack,
into
I
the
was
rings.
wrong.
That's a
I
good
lied.
move, but to raise that one into the rings is a long, long way. But the free guard zone, you know, if it is on the center line and it's like 1.5 feet in front of the house, maybe just try to hit a half a rock and put it in the house and roll your shooter off the center line. That's a good play, as opposed to playing the tick shot.
Canada has last rock on this 10th end in a 6-6 tie. Only once has Canada scored a deuce. That was on the 3rd end.
Listo. Fort. Fort, Pauke.
Nu kan han hè. Niet zakken. Oh. Oh. Keep up, schön so.
That's a little better guard. It's a little bit tighter. It's about 3 feet in front of the house.
Oh, wacht even. Well, we can't really cross this, can we?
Yeah, we can. Tons of room.
Okay.
Whatever you want, Kel. There's lots of room. Well, because if you cross it, you could pick the other one too, right? No.
Okay, then try just, yeah, I guess about the same weight.
Yeah, it was great weight.
Okay.
Hey, Di.
I would try to come in. This
Hey,
is
Dad.
where we were talking about the Greg McCauley playing the shot. That's exactly what I would play here. I would come across the face of it and just play back 8-foot weight. Drive it into the open somewhere.
And if she is tight, she could get the
Other one.
high guard and just across the hog line.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Get the top one.
It's on the top one. It's nosing it.
Okay, Di.
Okay.
Well, I don't like this scenario at all. I don't
It's
like
on
the
the
way
top
it's
one. It's nosy.
shaping up here.
Nej, niet efter. Ja.
And again, under that 4-rock rule, you can move stones as long as you don't take them out of play.
Stoppen for Luzia.
Unless, of course, they are in the rings.
Okay, the tough rock is that rock on the center line closest to the rings. That long, high guard is not a big problem. But if they ever sneak one in around that tight guard, then you've got major problems.
Oh, is that good? Ja, seriously?
Hopefully for Canada, they have a chance maybe to run their yellow one onto that one in the red. Clear the 4-foot area. If you got last rock, you want at least a shot to draw to the 4-foot.
Oh, Achtung, Langy, Achtung.
That's the key thing for Kelley Law, to keep that 4-foot open for her final stone if necessary.
Absolutely. Never mind drawing in there. They get so many rocks out there, you can hardly walk around there.
You can get them
What about
both.
this one?
Too.
I really like leaving these two here.
Okay.
You know, that's long, right?
I can see 3/4 of the red one.
Yeah, if
Can
you
you
get the
see
top
this?
one, it's fine. Yeah. Try that. If we get the top, that's fine.
I kind of like this one.
Yeah, but then it gives them an open in there. Then they can get in there easier.
Okay, whatever you like.
How much can you see?
3/4.
Okay.
You can make
Well,
that,
that's a
George.
pretty big 3/4. I'd be running that yellow
as
one
much
onto
as
the
you
one of
can.
the red ones.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Right on. Nothing.
Georgina Wheatcroft is going to make contact with one stone and just rubbing the other stone. Time is not a factor in this final as it was in both semifinal games.
Yeah, they've been playing fairly rapidly, so they got lots of time.
Had Rona Martin been forced to throw her final stone in the game against
En
Canada,
allemaal daar,
she
snipslag.
may have had a difficult
aangelegen
time
goalie.
with the clock. And of course, only 15 seconds remained when Ebnother made her final takeout and victory against Jordy Nordby of Norway.
Somehow, somewhere, they've got to get those center guards off. They bury this rock in the 4-foot around those guards.
Yeah.
She's going to have great difficulty getting it out. There's no turn on it at all. It's just gliding along, just taking the natural contour of the ice.
It's almost reversing its turn now, isn't it?
Look at it, it's walking right over there.
Let's go.
Can you blast
No bump now. Yeah, I know.
I would peel the front one. Let them come around, and at least the two rocks in front are together. You can peel them both off.
You can try to peel, George. What?
Yeah, I think
we can
Georgina's
still
right.
try to peel.
Okay. Whatever you like. We have to hit the yellow one now.
If it's of a long yellow card, it's not bad, right? If it's really long. If we hammered on the nose, we might get both the reds. It'll be long. It'll be easy to get around.
Okay.
Right, George?
That's the shot.
Yep.
Yeah, try that.
Absolutely, that's a shot.
Okay, George.
Well, the spectators, at least the Canadian fans, seem to agree.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Georgina Wheatcroft trying to bail her team out here, but
Okay,
she
George.
pushes it past the two red stones.
That's good.
Well, it's cut off the
Yeah,
path
yeah.
from the
Yeah.
intern
Oh, this is
side
one way around
to
now.
the 4 foot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Okay, Frauen. Muss gut kommen, hä? So.
Kom zo, hè.
Schau gut.
Kom net over.
Ist immer noch gleich fein. Kommt sicher nicht zu lang, hä?
Nicole Strauzak with her first stone of this 10th end.
Well, that's a critical shot. She wants to make sure that she gets it
Warten, wenn es geht.
around the guards.
Warten, warten. Poetsen. Oh. Oh.
Swiss team imploring the rock to slow down, and it's
That's it.
responding.
Okay, ist auch gut.
That's it. Okay.
Well, she can get them all here.
No,
runs the
looks
front
not
one.
bad. What do you think? Looks pretty good. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. How much can you get to this side?
Huh? I think
Yeah, we got to hit this.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you got to hit it.
Yeah.
Well, Julie Skinner's percentage has certainly been substandard today, but she can bail her team out right here on the 10th.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. Right up.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Yes. George.
Roll it, George.
One,
right over.
two,
Right over.
That's what you wanted.
and the front is open.
Regardless of what happens, the rest of the rocks, the big thing is she's cleaned the 4 foot area out. It's wide open and accessible now. That's a huge shot. Look at how she gets lots of action, moves, rolls her shooter out. The other red rock goes over to the other side of the 8 foot. A wonderful shot by Julie.
She moved 3 red stones and opened up access to the 4 foot circle.
So.
Ganz auf die Hinterlein. Weg. Und sauber.
Weg.
It's a good call.
That's all. Okay, whistle.
Now does Law run the front again?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the killer rock right there.
I know.
Same shot for Julie. Hit it on the
Same
inside
shot?
and roll away.
Or do you want it that way? Can I make it that way?
Just got to be careful.
Well, the yellow one going in is good.
Up.
I don't
Might
like-
just push this one to the board.
That's fine.
I don't like hitting it on the high side because if she doesn't hit
three
it right, she
quarters?
may spin the red one
Yeah,
in.
just make sure you roll your shooter off.
Yep.
Yep, yep,
Whoa!
yep! Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, right off.
And that was the concern about possibly spinning that red one into the rings, and that's what happens.
It's fine. I think that one.
Mental mistakes will kill you in this game. And that's a mental
That's good.
mistake.
I
You've
got rid of
got
all
to
the
come
guards.
across the face of
I
that
got rid of
rock.
everything.
Yeah, yeah, that's not bad.
It's fine.
Okay.
Huh?
This game could very well come down to Kelley Law being forced to draw almost to the button to win.
Yes.
I know we jumped it a bit, but it's not bad. I knew I was going to jam it. But we got the whole button, so that's good.
Yeah.
Nicht weiter rüber. Aber in erster Linie sind wir schon gehalten, dass wir nachher nicht können. Dann können wir mit abreißen.
Gut, wenn sie nachher wieder wegmacht. Gut ist sie hinter der Tina.
Okay, das ist
Diego, can you let us inside the strategy they're talking right now?
Since she's got a good shot in the forefoot, she's trying to put that guard up really tight to the rings, make it a short guard.
Langt das?
Das ist gut, ja.
Sicher?
Ja.
Well, this is where she wants to be, right about there. Expose a little bit of the outturn side so that maybe Canada will take a pass at it, and then she'll at least have that guard to draw around.
Aber schon so, dass unser Deck ist, weil das ist kein schlechter schon. Das ist Bierfuß.
That rock is half in the
Ein bisschen
forefoot.
rechts vor Centerline.
It's going to take a pretty good draw to beat it.
Aber auch schwer spielen. Ja,
This
wieder
is,
bitte. Nein,
this
nein.
is where you have to watch the other team release this rock. So she's going to have to get into that forefoot. There's a long guard, an inch over the hog line. She's forced to draw. She doesn't want to curl too much across the face of that line.
Länge?
Boy, it looks like she turned that one a bit. That one's
Nehmen
going to
wir
come
ein
way
bisschen.
over.
Tie. Oh, oh, oh. Gehen fest. Oh.
Oh.
Achtung. Gar nichts, gar nichts.
Nimm das so.
It doesn't provide cover for the stone in the forefoot.
Well, they couldn't do anything with it. They couldn't sweep it. They couldn't do anything with it. They hoped that it would stop in time, but it looked to me like she rolled that one a bit. Didn't get out to the broom.
Okay.
Sit here. Yeah. Just bump it back. Just tap it back.
How much can you see? Huh? Yeah, we're moving it.
Okay.
Right there. Control.
Control?
Yep.
You don't want to throw like board or something?
Well, I won't throw up.
Okay.
Okay. It'll curl, Julie. It'll curl.
3 stones remaining in this Women's World Championship, the first of the final end for Canadian skip Kelley Law.
She wouldn't even mind if she rolled to that area there, but she can
Forward to
see about a
control.
half a rock. Just be very, very careful with her weight. The tough part here, Don, is that it's on, they've got the brush right on the center line. And if there's any inward motion with her release, that rock will take off automatically on her. It'll go big time. So when she makes the release, Julie Skinner's got to make a line call right away.
Yep.
There's the
Yep,
release,
hard.
and Skinner yelled right away.
Hurry! Hurry! Yes! Hurry! Hurry! Whoa!
They're by the guard.
Yep!
There's the contact. Canada lies 1, but it's fully exposed.
That's a good shot.
We should have kept on it.
Absolutely. You should have kept on it, got a little bit more of a roll.
Good shot, Kelley.
Yeah, we should have kept on it and roll it over.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't want to roll out, right? We don't want to roll
Well,
out.
no, but just get away from those.
That's a pretty good spot, you know, because it's in the swingy part of the ice. How do you freeze it for this one? I think you just got to play back 4-foot weight and just move it back about a foot.
Diego, we enlist your services again.
I can't tell what she's saying. They haven't decided yet what they want to play, but I think she should just go draw to that yellow one and just take it a little back, and she'll be fine there.
They don't have a lot of time to discuss this, with the clock now ticking towards 1 minute left.
Yeah, I just hope she, oh, she saw it now. She just said that she's really tight in time, but she has to decide and go down and throw that rock now.
Ja, spielt schlecht da hinten.
Hey, wir haben nicht viel Zeit. Was
Unlike
Okay.
the three-guard zone and Canadian Championship play, you're permitted 2 timeouts with your 73 minutes of playing time. But you don't have any timeouts in international play. But you do have 75 minutes.
Yeah,
Rock must be out of her hand before
you don't want to
the clock hits 0.
You don't want to rush.
15 seconds.
Lots of time.
Längi? Oh, warte, muss gehen. Utze.
She's got lots of room and lots of weight.
Achtung.
They have to get by a long guard.
And you have to wonder whether she might have hurried this throw because of the ticking clock. So now the task for Kelley Law is simple. Just make contact with that red stone and you claim the Canadian or the World Championship to go with the Canadian title won in February in Prince George.
Well, the degree of difficulty here isn't as great as her first one, but the circumstances certainly make it a difficult shot. You have a chance to be a Canadian and a world champion in the space of 1 month. And she's practiced for this all her life to get to this position.
Okay, guys.
A world championship riding on this shot by Kelley Law. She's got it, and it's over. Canada has claimed its 11th World Championship. 7-6 will be the final score.
What a great shot. A lot of confidence, went down there and hit it right where she wanted to.
Diane Nelson, Georgina Wheatcroft, Julie Skinner, and Kelley Law add the world title to their Canadian championship.
So much. Love you so much. So proud of you.
What a year it's been for Kelley Law, the Ford Hot Shots champion, the Canadian champion, and now world champion.
Can't believe it. Everybody.
The world is actually made up of 2 worlds. The for now and the forever. In the for now, we choose the moments, the places, and the people that matter. In the forever, our paths are forged and hearts are anchored. But if you find a place where these 2 worlds meet, go to it. It'll give you a reason to come home at the end of the day.
Look out, motorists. Old Man Winter's out to get you.
You're cold and cruel and you don't fight fair. That's okay, see if I can.
No matter what winter throws at you, Prestone Antifreeze is how you fight back.
Hit me with your best shot.
Kick Old Man Winter in the teeth with the #1 way to fight corrosion and protect your aluminum radiator to 64 below.
Hit me with your best shot.
Get in the Prestone zone so nothing can stop you now.
When back pain slows you down, turn to Robaxacet with 2 active ingredients, one to relieve back pain, the other to relax tense back muscles. It's the brand doctors and pharmacists recommend most, so you can get back into step. Robaxacet, helping you walk away from back pain.
So, you got an RCA TV with Guide Plus Gold. Gosh, that's got to make you feel good. What with this instant 7-day on-screen summary of your favorite shows? Bet the guys are impressed. Probably on their way over right now to watch the big game. Trash the place, each out of house and home, that kind of thing. The RCA with Guide Plus Gold. It's gonna be very popular.
Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas. Life has its bumps, but you don't have to feel them. Now Midas Gold struts with R2 technology are only $79.95 each, with a lifetime guarantee at any Midas. Go smoothly. Go Midas.
Tonight on Hockey Night in Canada, 3 games, 2 early on. For viewers in Ontario, the Leafs try to get to 100 points for the first time in their history when they host Tampa. The big game for most of the country, Ottawa-Montreal. The Canadians with a win will force the Sabres to have to win tomorrow in Washington. So they need some help, but they can go a long way toward a possible playoff berth with a victory at the Molson Centre. It's a huge game. Most of the nation sees that. We'll follow it with the Oilers, fresh from their big victory in Vancouver last night at Calgary. It all begins with Labatt Saturday night at 6:30 Eastern tonight on Hockey Night in Canada.
Ford World Curling Championships on CBC. Brought to you by Labatt, Good Things Brewing. By Karcher, quality cleaning equipment. And by Ford, for now, forever.
This was the final shot for Canada's Kelley Law. A hit and stick for 1. And Canada beats Switzerland 7-6 to claim the Women's Ford World Curling Championship in Glasgow, Scotland. To think that weeks ago she was 1 defeat away from being eliminated at the Scott Tournament of Hearts in Canada, winning 6 in a row to take that and come to the Worlds. And now the presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ebnother, Honorary President of the World Curling Federation, and Mr. Simon Carroll, District Marketing Manager of Ford Scotland, to present the Ford Women's World Curling Championship Trophy to Canada.
Girls, right here.
Hi, everybody.
Right here, Kelley.
Hi, Greg. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Alex.
Canada is back on top of the world of curling. When we come back to Glasgow, Scotland, we'll hear from the winning skip, Kelley Law.
I told you.
And we're feeling pretty weak right now.
Purex has gone to great lengths to give you a longer-lasting bathroom tissue. Purex Double Roll. With twice as many pillowy soft sheets on every roll, it takes forever to run out. Purex Double Roll. Pillowy softness that lasts twice.
Pro. Service always first.
My hat's pink, my curling shoes are pink, and my phone is pink. My favorite color's pink. My name is Shorty Jenkins, and I make ice. Dave, you want to take the hand screamer start? First thing do I ask somebody where the closest Tim Hortons is.
When he's in town, he's in here every morning, early.
Well, I flood the ice, and then I go to Tim Hortons. And then I come back, flood the ice, and then I go back to Tim Hortons. Extra large double-double, please. I go back and forth all day long. It's the best coffee I've ever had.
Shorty's ice is by far the best ice in Canada, probably in the world.
Really? The
Yes.
cha-cha?
Yes. Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
And I also like to dance. She's danced everybody else but me, and I'm very upset. This is where I'm most comfortable, right here, drinking my hot coffee. Yes, it good. Really instantly warms up my hands. If there's a Tim Hortons in town, I'll guarantee you you're going to have good days.
Imagine this boomerang represents the pain of sensitive teeth. Brush with Sensodyne, and it helps the pain go away. But stop brushing, and the pain returns. But if you brush twice a day, every day, even when you don't have pain, Sensodyne maintains an invisible barrier that helps stop the pain from coming back. That's why it's #1 with dentists and hygienists for sensitive teeth. Sensodyne, twice a day, helps the pain stay away.
Welcome back to the Braehead Arena here in Glasgow, Scotland, where Canada's Kelley Law has just defeated Luzia Ebnother of Switzerland 7-6 to claim the 2004 World Women's Curling Championship. And here's the champ with us right now. Let's talk about this dream team, Kelley Law. The win at the Scott Tournament of Hearts. You come here, win the World Championship. Now you can wear that glass slipper.
Yeah, what a fantastic week we had. You know, we picked it up through the middle of the week just when we needed to, and came out strong. And today was a bit back and forth, and it was a great game. Switzerland played really well, and luckily I had a shot to win. There was a little bit of a mess in the beginning of the end, but we managed to get out of it.
It really was a game of brinkmanship throughout. Tell me about the breaks in 8 where you got the steal of 1, and then in 9 when they could have got 3 but had to settle for a deuce.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. I mean, today's ice, the surface was so fast. I think it's faster than it's been in any game. And on that end, I just thought, you know, throw to your sweepers, and thank God I did, because, you know, they were looking like they might have got 4.
Can you put into perspective, I guess, what this all means to your rink? I know that Julie Skinner was commuting from Victoria every week to join you guys. You put this team together, seasoned with some experience, and it came out really great in 1 year.
Yeah, it did. I mean, there's nothing more we could ask for. I mean, we reached every goal that we made, and, you know, the girls are such a great cheering squad for each other on the ice. We just did awesome.
You sure did. You did Canada proud. Congratulations, Kelley.
Thanks very much.
Kelley Law with a 7-6 win over Switzerland. When we come back, we'll talk to the gallant runner-up, Luzia Ebnother of Switzerland, here in Glasgow.
If you got a problem, don't care what it is. If you need a hand, I can show you this. I can help. I got 2 strong arms, I can help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help.
F-Series, Canada's best-selling line of trucks for 34 years. Ford, for now, forever.
Next year, Nokia will bring the most prestigious curling event in the universe to Ottawa for 9 unforgettable days. Nokia Brier 2001. Be among the first 2001 fans to purchase a full event package, and you'll receive a collector's edition pin commemorating the first ever Nokia Brier. Begin your 2001 Odyssey now by calling one of these numbers or visit us online. Nokia Brier 2001. The Odyssey has begun.
So what you're saying is you can't change your oil every 5,000 kilometers because you're too busy. So you push it. Just like your cheap brother-in-law at one of those all-you-can-eats. Hey, it's your car. You want to learn the hard way? Be my guest. This is reformulated Quaker State. Protection beyond 5,000 kilometers, under any driving conditions. You ought to change your oil on time, but if you can't, can you say insurance? Quaker State. It's been tested. It works. What more do you need to know?
Back in Glasgow, Scotland, where Luzia Ebnother tearfully salutes a near-capacity crowd here at the Braehead Arena after putting up a terrific fight against Canada's Kelley, going down to defeat 7-6. And I know you came here to have a lot of fun. I know it's an emotional time for you right now, but can you put into perspective what a struggle you were in today?
Yeah, we really played a really good game, but actually we wanted to do something in the seventh end and it didn't work, and so we could the game was tied till the end, and actually the better won.
Well, the Canadians got off the hook though in the 8th and 9th ends, do you think?
Excuse me?
The Canadians got off the hook when they got a steal of 1 in the 8th, and then you could have had 3 in the 9th.
Yeah, right, that's true, and it was really tight till the end, but actually they had lost Stone in the last end, and maybe she recognized the last game we had against each other, and yeah, she really played well in the last end.
And what about time? Was that a factor? I looked at the clock. There were only 8 seconds left when you released your last stone.
No, we knew that that's only 8 seconds, and I had the same problem against Dordy Norby, and it works out, so time is not a problem.
I know it's tough to be the runner-up, but I'm sure this experience will serve you well in the future.
Yeah, of course. We had fun here, and we really enjoyed playing here, and we are happy to be in the final.
Well, keep your chin up. Congratulations on a great effort.
Thank you very much.
Canada defeating Switzerland by a score of 7-6 in the women's final of the Ford World Curling Championships. We're back to wrap up in Glasgow right after this.